right,
Remember, you
so
gotta
we're
confirm this. You gotta
gonna
confirm
we
this.
gotta
Please don't tell me
start
I'm a
we
weirdo.
start
We
gotta
need to
start
know-
drawing Yuri. We gotta start
Guys,
drawing
I can't
Yuri.
believe you think that.
Okay.
no,
Well, I didn't know they were sisters. I thought they were best friends.
I thought they were best friends. I thought they were best friends.
See,
I
it's
don't
a
know if
They
I
could be
ever
both.
clarified. I don't know if I ever
They could be
clarified.
both. They could be best
Okay,
friends
perfect.
and
Just
sisters.
clarify. Just clarify. Just clarify.
Yeah, just
Right
just clarify,
now, let's forget anything I've said in the past. Okay, don't go scouring through the recordings. Right now, they are besties.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Old women Yuri.
Hey, they could be related. Who knows?
I
gets
had
excited?
canon, you know.
Bye.
My headcanon's that they're related, but I'm also gonna draw some Yuri of them.
No,
That's what
you,
you're implying, Barry. That's what
you
you're
want the
implying, Barry.
Yuri. You want the Yuri of them.
Okay,
I don't.
okay, enough.
We want it.
Enough Yuri. Enough Yuri. It's time to lock in and play some OA.
I like that one girl on your Instagram.
Enough Yuri. We need to play some OANE, okay, guys? So, last session, unfortunately, we were missing Freddy in Uni, and therefore we were missing Mosidin and Omen. What happened to last session is not very important, and in fact, we can just skip right over it. What happened last session, however, is a little bit more important to what's going to happen today. You guys had fought Hercules, and in that moment, you guys had tracked the corpse of Hercules down after killing them, but unfortunately, Monroe got to the corpse first, telling you that in time he'll contact you guys once he's done what he wants to do with the body and what Goliath needs from Hercules. That was about a week ago now. In the meantime, some of you guys might have been working, some of you might have been toads. I don't really know. I don't really care. But today, Omen, you had left Lucky Lila's office after Lucky Lila had asked you about Ida, this name Ida, which you've never heard before. And now, apparently, Monroe and Goliath want to meet you guys. They have given you all an address to some location underneath the Succubine in the Dice District. Not at Offshore HQ or any of the places that Goliath typically does business. No, this is some out of the way. Used to be some old vape shop, but nowadays it's mostly been abandoned, overrun. But okay. As you guys have been doing what you've been doing over the week, I'm supposing you all begin making your way over to the Succubine to figure out what's going on with Hercules. Okay. All right. Now, unfortunately, at the moment, you are all vehicleless. The WDC has your vehicles impounded at the moment under internal investigation. So you guys at the moment have to rely on either drifts or getting rides from other people. And unfortunately, Monroe is not very open to the idea of driving you guys around. So you guys getting to the Succubine, unfortunately, maybe perhaps together for some of you who are living together at the moment, say Trink and Valerie, Virgil and Moss. And of course, Omen, you live in the Dice District. The Succubine is just a short walk away from Lucky Lila's, in fact. So the only one who really has to go solo at the moment is Irida. So yeah. As you guys are slowly getting dropped off, you guys are convening within the Dice District, where you can see this large dome structure, which belongs to Lucky Lila. You can see the long strip of street where there's casinos, hotels, different stores, all trying to grab your attention for something. You see swarms of people who most likely live on the streets of the Dice District or within the Fish Trap. You're not entirely sure. Not many of you are too well traversed within the Dice District. It's mostly a place where, so far in the campaign, you guys haven't had the luxury of being too often. Now, however, you guys are faced full force with the gambling and the addiction which strives and cuts through Neo Eden. This is a place where people down on their luck go to try and get out of Neo Eden, or perhaps even just get out of the squalor they find themselves in. People live here, people breathe here, people do nothing but exist here in front of old slot machines that buzz and trigger at words. You hear the dinging of people failing, yelling, and breaking a slot machine as they've just put their whole life savings into it. This is the area of greed and corruption. This is where it strives openly amongst the population and the people here. And now, as you guys are slowly convening there on this main strip of road, where most of these casinos and most of these areas are built up and placed, you guys approach the succubi, which, opposed to, say, Lucky Lila's or the Fist Trap, which mostly tries to deal with gambling and slot machines and card games and stuff, the succubine is for, I suppose, a more adult audience. Even more adult than those legally old enough to gamble. This is where people go to explore their erotic ideas and their ventures there as well. It's a very looked down upon place even within the Dice District, but it is also one of the most popular places within the Dice District. So there you guys, standing outside of this long, towering building with rows and rows of apartments and lights flickering outside. You can see red and orange beaming out onto the streets, almost blinding a driver as he has to kind of swerve to keep himself on the road. There are no regulations when it comes to lasers and LEDs around here. You see below the succubine a large array of different buildings and squalors and homes where people have fit themselves to live inside. Places where the government doesn't care enough to venture into. And there in front of you is what seems to be an old vape shop, which used to sit underneath the succubine. Now the windows are boarded up, the glass is broken in, there's nothing but old neon signs which don't have power supplied to them anymore. But you guys stand there within the Dice District. In complete silence.
I was wondering how long it would take for someone to say something about how quiet we're being.
Honestly, you looked like you were about to say something.
No, I was trying to be quiet because I feel
No,
like
I
I'm
was
always the one that
waiting.
starts things.
I was waiting for Gus's cue to like start
Yeah.
talking, you know.
I don't know. As the
Okay, fine. I'll fill my role. I'll
As
fill my role.
as the talker.
So, I don't know why we're all standing out here. I feel like it'd be a good idea to go on in, you know?
Yeah, I'm down to.
Well, I mean, I would
Yeah,
hope so,
let's
seeing as that's
explore
got. I mean, we were already here. We got a drift to come here, Moss. That would be a complete waste of credits if we didn't go in, you know?
Okay, we don't need to look into what I say when I agree with you. Just know that I agreed with you. Let's go in.
Okay, well, I'm just saying. I feel like at this point, we should go in
Oh my
because,
God.
like,
Yeah.
Then let's go in.
we all go in. We all go in.
Okay. As you guys are walking in, Moss, you feel a hand grab onto you through the crowd as you see a Lashunta woman, these two large antennas growing out of her forehead, dressed in a very scantily clad outfit, as she grabs onto you and she says, "Hey, darling, are those joints oiled up to do anything tonight?"
Oh my god, she just sexually assaulted him. What the fuck?
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'll have it. I actually, I keep them pretty tip top. In
Oh,
in tip top condition.
I'm
You know,
sure you
I
do.
my work it requires me to stay as in good condition as I can. So yeah, but thank you for
Mm.
inquiring.
I've always wondered about Android. Is there any external stimuli that goes on?
Please save him. Please save him. Please save
No,
him.
I'm just
Virgil.
no. It like we can't really be like harmed in the sense of humans or anything like that.
Harmed?
So yeah, like if I got punched or something, then it wouldn't really affect me in the same way as it would affect, a normal human being. But what's got you so curious about androids? I'm glad that people want to learn. There's been a bit of a stigma recently with everything
Stigma.
going on in the last month.
It's a very exotic experience, I suppose, being with an android.
Really? Because my friends are with me all the time, and they seem to think it's pretty normal.
Oh, so you have an open relationship with your friends here.
Well,
As she looks at
guess you
all
could
of
say
you.
I guess you could say we're looking for some people, sure.
Looking for someone.
Kira's cringing.
Well,
so
we've got
hard right now.
plenty of rooms upstairs if your friends are looking for a place to stay tonight.
Oh, perfect! Because my guy Virgil just got kicked out of his apartment, and he's like
Oh.
he snores really fucking loud, man. So and I'll point at specifically at Virgil. He's really looking for a place to stay at the moment. What's kind of rent like?
For you, baby, I'll put on a discount. 5 credits a night.
Hear that, Virgil? 5 credits a night, man. You'll be living it up here.
He doesn't even have that.
Maz, I think you fail to consider the fact that, and Virgil will pull out his wallet, and a fly flies out.
And she looks at us
How
like,
do they-
oh.
How do they
okay.
always get in there?
Well, listen, when you guys have some cash flowing through, make sure to stop by the succubi.
Yeah. Once my buddy gets a job, I mean, I'm sure he'll be able to. So yeah.
Mm.
Any
You
day
can't
now.
go around telling people I'm jobless.
And see,
Maz.
lets go of Moss and fades into the crowd again, stopping another guy on the way as you see a few of them strewn out
I was gonna
in front of
Do you really take me as the type of person who would stay with a prostitute, Maz?
What do you mean? She was just really nice.
What's wrong with
Yeah.
prostitutes?
STDs,
like,
other
bundling.
underlying conditions. They're
Okay, now
gross.
I need
That
to
sounds
do
like
a health
stereotyping.
check in order to prove that. But how do you know just by looking at a person who randomly approaches us? That's kind
I
of
don't. It's kind of just like a safety precaution sort of thing, where like I don't want to touch that. I don't want to get. I don't
Do you
want to
think
mess with
I have STDs? Like, do you just look at
But-
everyone randomly and see?
I
and
I,
see the
I,
people
I look at people who come up to androids and say some strange things, and I assume, oh, they're a prostitute, so they're probably slipped around, which means they probably have an STD.
You don't think she
Well-
was just curious? Like, she seemed like she was very nice about androids.
It wasn't. Miles, I have a feel. I feel like you need to get something in your head checked out because she was very obviously trying to come on to you.
She was.
Yes, anyone with a brain could have figured that out.
Oh, gee, Virgil. Anyone with a brain, huh?
Well, I'm obviously the CPU is the brain of an android.
Wow, really
I'm
trying to
saying
get yourself out
anyone
of
with
this
a
one.
sense of
It's kind of racist, Virgil.
conversationalism.
It's...
Yeah,
Anyone
wow.
with a sense of conversation.
Hey,
Oh
she's
my God!
very
Virgil
open
walks
about
away. He
androids.
goes into the building.
Virgil walks away. Okay. Omen, was there something you wanted to say to Moss, Omen? I heard you try and perk up.
No, it's okay. I was trying to defend prostitutes.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, and Omen, you have seen. This is not a new occurrence to you. You see them outside of Lucky Lila's sometimes too, trying to entice people to the succubine, and you're able to pick them quite easily out from the crowd. But yeah, okay. You guys begin moving through the crowd once more towards this old vape shop, where you see behind the kind of glass door where there's an old closed sign which is dangling from one end. You see a figure beneath it that opens the door, and you see Monroe on the other side. Hey, come on, get in. As he kind of
Now, are
funnels
we
you guys inside.
Are you sure we want to do this? We can still turn around.
Okay. He closes the door, and you guys are now in this old desolate vape shop where there's old cabinets, different things around. There's an old register that has long since been broken into, the money taken out Everything on the shelves has been stolen, shoplifted, whatever means. It is completely empty and desolate. There is a thick layer of dust upon everything in here, and the only light comes from the flickering lights from outside that beam down almost like sunlight through a window. And now you guys sit here with the sounds of the streets around you, the honking, the beeping, the laughing, the crying, the same scantily clad girls outside giggling at the words of every man that talks to them in a desperate attempt to get people inside. You stand there with Monroe, who kind of jumps over the counter and begins fidgeting with the register, almost as if he worked there. Now, I am very apologetic for what happened with Hercules the last time we met. I try to keep a business-friendly relationship with you guys, but business is business, you know, and I came there for Hercules. I hope you understand.
Yeah, I understand. We all understand. Some of us more than others.
Okay. How are you guys liking the Dice District so far?
There's some very nice people here.
I love it here.
Got accosted by a prostitute, which was very funny to watch.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. They used to do it to me a lot, and then they learned I wasn't interested, so they don't really mess with me anymore, you know. But it's good. It's good to break into different avenues of the city. I don't know how much you guys are used to the Dice District, but it's a little bit more of a wild animal than the rest of the city. There's not less laws, but the WDC doesn't really, you know, care as much around here. And no offense to any pirates in here, but you know, Shane's Daymare does not care too much about gambling laws or stuff like that. You know. But yeah, listen, they've got Hercules downstairs. Goliath has just got a minute. If you guys don't just mind waiting in here for a moment while I go check in.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, that's cool.
Cool.
A second.
As he goes into the back and opens the door into what seems to be like a basement area of the shop and closes it behind him, he leaves you guys in that empty, desolate room once more for just a moment.
Is there like a seating area, or is it just the floor?
It's pretty much just this empty shop here, dust over everything. There's nothing quite in here. He's pretty much just left you here to wait for a minute while he goes downstairs.
Any idea when you guys think we can get our car back, or can we get the help with it?
Oh no, I'm really sad though because they took my bike.
Well, maybe we can go, you know, for giving over Hercules, we could probably get some assistance in getting that stuff outpounded. What would you unpound the car?
I would just say, you know, taken, given to us. Something like
Okay, yeah, we'll just get it back, hopefully. But maybe we can get their assistance with them.
that. Yeah, I mean, maybe that would be pretty nice.
I missed the Mossmobile.
I miss my bike. I miss old Lefty.
You know what though? If we can't get
I
it
miss
back,
not paying $1 million.
if we can't get it back, I think it's about time we start thinking about Mossmobile 2.0. And this time, I don't mind if we name it after someone else. But
We
It's-
could
See,
put
I'll-
the money in the chamber.
But
We could.
Mossmobile's iconic.
yeah, but it's also a two-seater, and we usually have a lot more than two people with us.
but I feel like
No, I just mean the name.
Because-
We could have a trash can, put 4 wheels on it, and name it a Trinkmobile.
But I mean, I feel like the needing more than like one seat is kind of irrelevant. Seeing
I
as
know
we
we
all
have the null space chamber.
we all kind of ride on the old space chamber because we save money on the transition fees between the districts.
Yeah, but we seem to be carrying
Yeah, you
around
know, just something we get
extra
around.
people nowadays. Do we bring them into the null space chamber too, or
Mm,
we had Trink's friends to deal with, and
Oh.
with work with Goliath and everything. I guess we kind of got to rely on them to have a car as well. Like and Goliath's people. So it just might be a bit nicer to not have to hide away in a suffocation chamber for a while whilst we wait to be rode around the city.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have to worry about that, but like, I'm just thinking out of personal comfort for you guys here.
I mean, I can really fit anywhere. It don't matter to me.
Yeah, true. You can like stay at the little bottom foot part where people usually rest their feet when someone's in the passenger side, so you'll be fine. But I'm thinking about more
Like
like
a
average
like a-
sized people.
like a dog.
Yeah, pretty much. I kind of figure that's what.
And as
Drink
you guys
power.
are standing there, you hear like a flash of light from under the door of the basement, and then a howling scream that rings out, and then the light dims down again.
I'd hate to be that guy. Am I right or am I right?
Do
I
they,
think we
like-
should go check out what that was.
I
Well,
mean,
I'm sure.
I kind of want to check out, but you know, they said they'll be right back. We can just.
Yeah.
I
Maybe
mean,
we just knock and ask.
but they
Or we
sound
just
busy.
open the door maybe and just look.
I don't know. I think personally we can wait a little bit longer. I mean, we've only been talking for a minute.
No, we can't wait longer.
Why
What?
not wait any longer?
I feel like every time we stick our nose in something, something fucked up happens to us. I think this is the one time I want to wait.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, like especially because these are some very useful people to have good connections with. I don't necessarily want things to go sour about it.
Oh crap!
Oh.
Bye, Uni.
Uni bye. Uni's back.
There's
Okay.
Okay.
But I mean, if you want to go ahead. But if we get in trouble, you're taking the blame.
Yeah, we specifically want you not to do it.
they're screaming in there though. I mean, isn't that concerning to you guys?
How
I'm
often
sure
have we heard screaming?
We heard screaming, right, Murphy?
A bit loud howling scream. Yeah.
what I'm sure is happening
Yeah.
there is they've somehow resuscitated Hercules. They're doing some strange fucked up shit on him, and that's about it. And
Yeah,
I
that's
really don't
kinda
care
what I
much beyond
assumed.
that.
Kind of.
You know what happens when you assume,
I mean,
Virgil?
No, I can't say that.
No, 'cause you should be sympathetic towards werewolves.
You
What?
know, I kind of
What did you say?
I kind of hope that if they were really looking to revive a person, it would have been kind of nice if they'd asked me, because skilled doctor here and everything. But it's fine. I don't mind being left out. It's whatever.
And then another flash of light that's a little brighter this time. The door kind of shakes a bit as another scream lets out, followed almost by this like digital corruption that ends the scream. And then it's silence once more.
Yeah, that
Okay,
really
maybe
doesn't
we should
concern
go
you
check it
guys.
out.
I think Murphy's trying to lure us into it.
Okay, I didn't say it didn't.
Oh my god, I'm sick of all this arguing. I'm gonna go in. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to go open the door too.
Okay.
Y'all's funeral.
All right.
Yeah, if you guys want
I
to assume that it's
guess
something bad,
we'll go take a little peek with them.
All right. So the three of you go up to the door, and you guys kind of open it slightly, and you hear something bounding up the stairs as Monroe is there, almost out of breath. It's just a little bit longer, okay? Just a little longer. But he's just not ready yet.
can I yell down into and just be like, "Hey, do you guys need help? You guys."
No, we don't need. And he like grips onto the door to try and close it a little more than what you have. We don't need help, okay? It's just Goliath has something she needs to do first, okay? We'll bring you down when you guys got here a little early, okay? We'll bring you down when we're ready, okay?
Good enough for me.
And he
I
goes
think
to try
Goliath's
and close.
torturing them.
He goes to try and close the door. Do you guys let him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Shoot,
I
there.
guess.
And as soon as you close the door, there's another flashing light that goes under, and this time the yelling gets louder and louder and louder. And you guys kind of have to hold your ears a bit until it ends again.
This place must have great noise insulation.
Or maybe people just don't
If
care.
we can hear it, I don't think so.
Yeah, but like you know,
Yeah.
I feel like if
But like keeping the noise contained into the building.
yeah, exactly. See what I mean? It's not
I
bringing
think that
extra.
there's a lot more screaming in other buildings as well.
They must
So
have great noise insulation too. Wow, this whole place must have really good noise insulation.
I don't like it here.
Okay. And after a few moments, when there hasn't been light or yelling for a while, the door opens once more, and you can see Monroe on the other side, his hat completely off, so you can see his eyes, his long head, as he's there. And you see like black soot over his face that seems to have been left by like fingerprints and him rubbing his face as he opens the door. Okay, I apologize for the wait. There's a few complications. You guys are free to come down. Okay. And he leaves the door open as he heads down the stairs as well.
Oh boy.
All right, let's follow them.
Okay. Then you guys begin walking down the stairs there as you can see this large, almost like laboratory setup that they have here. There's many like side rooms where there's rooms full of just junk and equipment. This is obviously a building owned by Offshore that is not technically owned by Offshore, where they store multiple things throughout the Dice District. You can see this as there's like a man in normal like militia armor. He's not like a representative of any organization, but he's got like a bulletproof vest on. He's got armor on, and he carries a weapon at his side. And he's just sitting in a chair, like almost bored out of his mind, as he watches you guys walk past. Until eventually you guys enter into this more open room, where in the center it almost like descends down like a staircase from each corner of the room until in the center you can see this large, almost medical looking bed in the center that is strewn up on a pole in the middle. And you can see there Hercules, or at least the corpse of Hercules, each hand strapped to the bed, each foot strapped to the bed as well, in handcuffs and multiple wrappings of tape. As you can see like the last twitches of its body there on the floor as you see this large contraption above him, all with tiny little silver tubes running up into the ceiling. And you see there, along with two dogs that are standing a little bit behind, you can see Goliath, whose face is completely covered in soot and her eyes widened and red. Her hair is not the normal clean that it is before, and she's standing over it with one hand on this lever, just staring at the body, and then she stares up at the six of you. Welcome.
What you guys up to?
Howdy.
You can see Monroe on one side, and you can see Cleo May with this almost solemn look in her eyes on the other side of the bed as well. And Goliath is rubbing her mouth. This corpse that I've been told you all created, I need it back
Good.
alive.
oh, I
Come
can
in.
try giving it a little nudge.
With what exactly?
My hands?
Do you know how to bring stuff back from the dead?
No, but you know, I see a lot of robotics on there.
Trink. What do you mean by with your hands?
Like just tinker around in him, I guess.
And with that, she like uncovers a tarp and like rips open the cavity of Hercules' chest, revealing a monotony of different contraptions and buildings within, almost entirely replacing the flesh of what Hercules might have been with the cybernetic inside. As she does that, you can see the broken wounds of the bullet holes strewn through the open casing. You can see where they've tried to fix it and put it back together. We We have tried, Trink. If you think you can do something special here, you're free to do so.
Can I try to do something special? Why are they both your character, Milo?
Are they?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
I have no character.
What?
I have no character and I must roll.
Sorry.
It's okay. Whenever Milo logged on, I think they logged on to their account twice. Oh,
Uni!
Not
where
again.
does she keep going?
You just gotta
I'm
stop going into the void.
gonna say you can roll a computer's check with disadvantage.
Oh.
It's loading. 100. Yes.
Computers. Keep lower. 2d20s, 2d20s. Oh my god.
Okay.
23. Good stuff.
Trink, you start dissecting because this is very much more like a body than it is a machine or a computer, or perhaps it is a mesh of both. You can see the contraptions that are mimicking the organs of what this creature might have once had, the mechanical lungs that are still trying to spring up, but nothing is bringing life back to this body. You can see the decaying skin as this Hercules has been a corpse for about a week now. You can see the mechanical heart, which is unwilling to pump anything at the moment. And as you're looking through trying to move things, you are able to perhaps shift things into a better placement than they were before, but this is a contraption you do not have any expertise in. It is both similar to a vehicle or perhaps a machine, but it is also intertwined with true anatomy that is a bit beyond your comprehending or even what it could be. You can see within the body, each of these contraptions and parts have the logo of Eden Health on them. Some of them Nakamura, though those are less of the anatomical parts and more of the outer shell of the cybernetic body. You can see it all funneling up into this large vulture-like mask, where you can see those deadened eyes on the inside, the last living vestiges of its organic body kept within this almost cradle in this mask of glass. As Hercules, you try and fix it, and you do help a little bit, but nothing quite brings it back to life in that moment. And Goliath puts her face in her hand. I told you. It's not going to get fixed by measly repairs. This, yes, Mas?
Well, I mean, it it looks like kind of like it's trying to mimic an actual body. Would I be able to give it a go? I mean, I too am eating health parts. And I'm a doctor, so I kind of know what the inside of a person is supposed to look like.
Listen. I'm letting you guys try this to prove a point here. This isn't just a broken machine. This is a living, breathing person that has been dead for a week now. If you think you can go in there and tinker with a machine to bring back a brain that is decomposing and decaying, you're free to do so, but I'm telling you right now, it's already been done. Hercules is a netborn.
Lost Aura Farm.
Are
Yeah,
you
those
all
dudes roll a nat 20.
Are you all familiar with what a netborn is?
Not particularly.
I read the lore sheet, but I don't know if Virgil would be.
Virgil would have probably a semi of an idea, but it's not.
Let me roll a recall knowledge check.
What about me, Murphy? What about me?
Well, how about we let Goliath speak as she's about to explain it to you.
Okay.
A netborn is someone who has died and been brought back, but I don't know if that is quite the word for it. Their consciousness is not stored in the material plane that we sit in now, this expanse that humanity and the other creatures which inhabit it have turned into their own personal prison. Their consciousness sits within the net plane, specifically a part of the net plane called the Stygia. It is not a place that many are willing or able to go to, and this corpse right now has been disconnected from its consciousness for a very long time. There is no living brain to pump life back into. There is no resuscitation. There is no repairing its machines. Its machine is fine. It could be repaired. In fact, I think you might have done it, Trink. But it's its consciousness which is left behind. That's what we're trying to bring back.
How
And
exactly can you bring it back?
she looks up at the large silver tubes in their pinpoint directions as they all center down into Hercules. Listen, in the net plane, things are stored and filtered through electrical currents. It is a plane completely hidden inside of the digital world. It is not a true physical plane of existence like perhaps the drift is. It was created by man. It was created by Dashkov Industries. The only way to truly connect yourself to it is by either uploading your consciousness into a digital cloud, I suppose, or shocking yourself with electrical current, connecting yourself in that way. It is difficult, to say the least. It's not something easily accessible, nor is it, in my experience, something that can bring a week-old body back to life. I brought you all here in the vain hope that any of you would have experience with the net plane.
I don't necessarily have experience per se, but I might know a thing about it. But I have a question. So you seem to know at least a little bit about the net plane.
Limited, but yes.
Would like an android like myself be able to upload their consciousness to the cloud in order to kind of access it and see if I could go and find his consciousness? Kind of like a inside attack.
She looks at you, Moss, and then back at the body of Hercules, and for a moment there's like a... She's weighing it in her head until Cleome sits up. No! No. We're not risking putting anyone's consciousness into the net plane. Not again. That doesn't go well. It's a risky thing. And I see that look on your face, Goliath, and I'm sorry, but we're not doing that. Listen, there's something that Goliath isn't telling you here. Okay? Netborn, they're not real living beings, and if you transfer your consciousness into the net plane, it has a tendency to corrupt it. And Cleome kind of takes a step back as she looks over the body of Hercules. It has a tendency to corrupt it. And even on a system that is built digitally, it might kill you. And Goliath shakes her head. But there's something that Cleome isn't truly putting straight, is that Hercules carries a lot of information about Dashkov. Bringing Hercules back to life is vital. Vital to getting off planet. I don't think I forgot our deal we made. I would not be surprised if Hercules held the plans and ideas of the Apple. It would give us easy access to their ship, easy transfer. We just need someone with knowledge.
I may be able to help you with that. Maybe. This is purely a hunch and speculation on my end. And for everyone in this room, the information I'm about to tell you does stay in this room. I have, well, not access, but I have communicated with some demons of the net plane, and I don't think they're ready for me to die yet. So I might be a decent shot at getting in there and getting Hercules' conscious back, because I know they need me for something. Now, me and Virgil had a conversation about this because I opened up to him about it, and it's not good. So we might need to be prepared for a much bigger threat later down the line, which is why I think I need to tell you all this in order to kind of get the manpower to fight back against whatever they may be planning. But I don't know if they're ready for me to go yet. So I feel like I might have a decent chance at getting in there. Because we made a deal, and I think they want to make good on it too.
Well, your friends are very chatty about this information you've shared with them. It matters not to
Yeah.
me. If you feel like throwing yourself into the net plane, Moss, I'm not going to stop you, especially if it means that we get access to. So if you're willing, and Cleome shakes her head, no, God fucking damn it. She steps up. Virgil.
Yeah.
And she looks at the rest of you. All of you. This person sitting in front of me right now, this is not just a brute. This is not just someone Dashkov created. This is a human being behind this. There's more to stake here than just fucking information about Dashkov. Hercules, at one point, was a human being with thoughts and emotions before being turned into a netborn and being corrupted by Dashkov. This isn't just getting information. This is bringing someone back to life from a 10-year coma. Potentially.
Murphy is Cleome like talking like is what she's implying what I'm thinking she's implying? Do you want me here? Let me message you. Let me message you.
Okay.
Can't do it from the thing.
And,
I just
and
realized you need to know.
yeah, Uni, I don't know what happened to Uni.
Is that what Cleome is implying?
Cleoma gives you a look. For sure. Like a knowing glance, I guess you could say.
Oh, it's this person. I understand the stakes a little more than.
And while I could not ask any of you to do this, and I kind of wish you wouldn't, I also want to bring her back and find out what happened. I'm sorry, this is probably confusing to the rest of you, I know. But this person is close to me. Hercules or Ida is close to me. But she's in the net plane. Goliath nods. Listen, you guys can talk it over, think about it, whatever you want to do, okay? But I have asked you here to help me with this, and if our deal is going to go through, I expect some help. Okay?
How long do we have to think on it?
I mean, don't take all fucking night, okay? I have places to be, people to talk to. Eve's up my fucking ass about a lot of stuff right now. Okay? Just talk about it. Because there's a way I can connect all of you to the net plane.
How?
And if that is listen, I haven't fully tested it. I don't know if it actually will work, but supposedly, if I can connect your brains to the cloud and the storage inside of Hercules, and I shock enough energy into it, it could momentarily connect your consciousnesses and allow you to traverse net plane for a moment. It's not permanent. It's however the connection lasts, however long the electrical current stays strong, but it could work. Even better for those of you who already have cybernetic implants. It'll help keep the current alive. But think about it. And see, lets go of the lever and goes back to like a desk behind her where there's a bunch of papers and flasks and different electrical equipment set up against the wall, and Monroe joins her as Cleome just kind of sits in her chair in solemn silence.
You guys think we should just take this outside for a minute and have a chat about it?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
All right, I'll start heading back upstairs to that empty room then.
Okay.
Me too.
All right.
Me as
Then as you guys begin heading up the stairs into that empty vape shop, you close the door behind you as you still hear the hustle and bustle of the street and the screams and laughter and mechanical roaring of the world outside. You guys are alone in this room.
well.
Moss, I have a question.
All right.
That thing you were talking about earlier, about the net plane or whatever, and how you. What did Moss say again about it? Did he say that he's connected to it or something? Like, he made a deal? Is that what he said? Or did he not say that?
I think I did say I made a deal.
Yeah. you did.
Okay. Did it have to do something with an S word, maybe?
An S word. Shit.
Did you say that in character?
No, I'm saying this out of character.
Okay.
Every time I hear that word, something usually happens. I mean, one time I literally got thrown around hearing it. So I know which word you're talking about, and yeah, it does have to do with that word.
I see. Are you considering connecting to the net plane like they said we could?
I mean, you know, call me egotistical, but I think I have a pretty good shot at it. But, you know, Goliath said that we could all be uploaded to it. You know, we could stand a better chance all together, but at the same time, we also had to stand a much greater chance of losing it. It's people, someone, everyone. I don't know about me. I don't know if I'm lucky or special enough to kind of circumvent any bad happenings that might occur in there, but you guys, I'd be very cautious about. Now, I'm not saying I want to go in alone, because God knows I don't want to go in alone. But at the same time, I think you should all be very careful about yourselves if you're considering joining me there.
Hold on. I think you're the one who needs to be careful, Moss.
Why me?
There was something I saw. I'm trying to figure out how to word this without spoiling it. I saw something when you and Virgil were talking that one time in the null chamber, right? There's something that I think might have latched onto you when you made that deal. And I'm just worried what would happen if you got close to the net plane like that. If that
What, you
makes
think
sense.
it's waiting to activate if I enter the net plane? Or some force is trying to... I don't know.
I don't know, but I just have a feeling it might turn out really bad.
Okay, so my hunch is that I might be fine in the net plane because we have a deal, and your hunch is that I might absolutely not be fine. I mean,
It-
do you know a little bit about the net plane? Because I'm not exactly the most
not
versed in
not
it.
a lot, but I know that when I had this vision when you and Virgil were talking, and you were talking, but it wasn't you. It was something more like a kind of like a shadow. Like it was your voice speaking, yeah, but you weren't there. If that makes sense. And I don't know if that's because you're an android or something. I really doubt it, but I'm
Okay.
just worried about you getting lost maybe in the net plane because of this deal you made with whatever person.
Well, that might be a safer alternative than whatever Virgil thought might be happening. Virgil, here, chime in for me for a sec. Do you know what Valerie's talking about?
What, the big shadow creature that she saw? or
Walking
whatever?
in my place? Yeah.
Let me consult the database.
Let me
Murphy, I'm
let me recall
let me make a
knowledge.
recall knowledge with my esoteric lore skill.
You, I'm not gonna make you do that because you already kind of made one last time when you were talking to Moss. It does remind you of kind of how people might describe Shemhazian. That Damon you had heard of before.
Okay, so I want to say good news, bad news, but really there's no good news.
Right.
I
So
thought so.
yeah, so what you have been describing has been what I'm just gonna refer to it as like the avatar of Shemhazian, right? Because that's what you saw from what you're describing is how people perceive that nasty old bastard.
With the tendrils and the big mouth.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what I'm assuming is that see it could go two ways, like you said. Like Moss thinks he's safe because he has that deal, that connection, which I think is a valid route because he could easily, very easily, be Shemhazian's connection to the material plane. So why would any harm come to Moss if he goes to the net plane, right? Or very well, it could be that they're waiting for Moss because maybe Moss has a little something going on that they want, and they're just waiting for him to get close again, and they want him to go into the net plane, and they want to, steal something from him. So we're kind of at an impasse here, and we're gonna have to take a bit of a gamble, which is kind of ironic, seeing as we're in the DAS district.
Yeah, I mean, now that you mention it, what happens if we upload all of our consciousnesses, including mine, and they take my place and I'm stuck in the net plane whilst they swap into my body? Boom, they've suddenly got access to the material plane.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess kind of my question is, why can't they just do that with other dead bodies like Hercules's? But I assume maybe it's our deal special in some sort of way.
Yeah.
Okay, so now there's double the risk for going into the net plane, but again, not to get egotistical here, but I don't necessarily like your guys' odds at survival without me there.
That's a very good point.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, if we lose our doctor, we basically lose everything. So.
Well, I won't say we just have to not get hit, right?
Mm,
That's easy for you guys.
Yeah, it's pretty.
yeah, yeah.
So we're either taking two really big risks or one other big risk where we go in and there's two bad things that can really happen, or we don't go in and we kind of lose out on our only chance of getting off this place.
I've decided I'm going in.
Okay, well, I'm not going to stop anyone who wants to go in,
It's
but at the same time,
really, I was just worried about you, Moss. I mean, you got that thing going on, and I just don't think it would be safe because there's so many things that could go wrong, and there's really technically only one thing that could go right if you think about it.
yeah, I'm kind of banking on that one thing going right, or at least everything not going as tits up
And
as it could be.
let's be honest, our luck isn't the greatest lately, so
Yeah. All right. Give me a second. You guys wait up here. I've got a few more questions to ask, unless anyone wants to come down and ask some similar questions. But I need to quickly ask Goliath and the crew a few more things.
okay.
I'll come with.
Okay.
I just want to
Irida.
listen in.
Sure. Irida will come
Nosy.
with.
Me.
Okay. So Irida and Moss split off as you guys stay up, as Moss and Irida head down, back into the basement of this shop. As you guys are descending down the staircase, Moss and Irida, you step back out onto the floor, where you can see Cleome, like kind of pacing around until she eventually steps up. Oh, did you guys make a decision? Did you make one?
Not yet. I got a few more questions, but
Okay.
it seems like everyone else is on board. There's just some worries when it comes to me being involved.
Right. I just okay. Just let me know when you guys, are
Will
gonna
do.
go through with it.
But I need to ask you guys some questions. I need you to tell me everything you honestly can when it comes to the net plane, but just answer these questions for me.
Okay.
If I want to go in, could we get someone with similar capabilities of myself to go in my stead? Do you know anyone with my specific skill set that might be able to?
An android who is made a deal of some sort and is a very accomplished
Maybe not
doctor.
the deal, just the doctor part would be kind of nice, or at least peace of mind for me.
I'm sure there's some other android out there with medical skills, but I think Goliath has, since you've said it, taken kind of an interest in you.
Shit. All right. And Goliath is at a desk, right?
Yeah, Goliath is at like this open. She's kind of like leaned over it, looking at papers and stuff. You should ask your questions to her. Really, I don't know how much of a help I'll be.
All right. Goliath.
And you two walk across the room as Goliath is talking about something with Monroe, and then hears your voice and quickly shuts up, posting actually a few papers underneath a few others as she leans over. Moss, Irida, hi.
Okay, well,
Is there something I can help you with?
yeah, we did a bit of talking, and it looks like everyone seems to be on board with the idea, but there is a few caveats.
Okay.
My involvement is a big risk here. Because I've made that deal, and there's this stupid word, I believe it, is the name of a demon, but it has weird effects on things around me. So if that specific word comes up, especially in the net plane, its own realm, I might not be much use there, or at least something might happen which might make me a bit of an obstacle rather than a helping hand. So there's one problem.
Okay.
Second problem is with this deal, we don't know if they're waiting for me to get into the net plane. So even just putting me there might put a lot of people at risk. And maybe they're waiting to swap places with me and take over my body so that they have access to the material plane. There's another risk.
Well, before we get any further, Moss, I must tell you that your friends, being able to go to the net plane is heavily reliant on you. You are, in its purest form, a computer in every way. And while I could connect your friends to the raw consciousness of Hercules, it might fry their brains if they don't have a buffer, which would ultimately be you.
See. Well, that
We
that kind of skips
can
your.
we can go that route, but it puts your friends at higher risk. And
I guess I came down here looking to avoid the risk for them.
there's
why I thought my
risk
involvement
no
was
matter
okay.
what. I'll put that out frankly, and I think you've come to that conclusion already. No matter what you do here, besides just leaving, and washing your hands of this, which even then, if depending on what deal you made, might just be delaying the inevitable. No matter what, there's risk here, Moss.
So it's either I see what happens now, and we have a chance of getting off the island, off this planet, and other people off this planet, or I wait and I'm kind of just sat with a ticking time bomb of God knows when.
Yeah. And
All right, well, I mean, you've definitely given me a little bit more to think about. Give us a few minutes and we'll be back and hopefully have an answer for you.
sure. And as you guys turn to leave, she actually goes, Irida, sorry, could I just have your ear for a moment since you're here?
Sure.
Irida's ear.
Okay. And she brings you over to the table. Now, listen, Irida, you're a mighty fighter. I've seen you in the field. You're a Yagitist, correct? To an extent
Yeah.
or a degree?
Yes.
Right. Well, then you know, maybe you know that the drift and the net plane sit in kind of a polar extremes of each other's in their own respective places. They're both net planes or planes of existence, I suppose. If you do end up going into the net plane, do you think you and your deity could do me a favor?
That depends.
It's nothing extreme, nothing that's going to betray your alliances or your morals. It's purely a scientific endeavor. There has been a question that has been gnawing my brain for a very long time. See, we have the material plane, which is the one we sit on, the one we encompass, and we have the drift, and we have the net plane underneath, or at least that's how everyone supposes that is how they're placed. But one of my big questions is what sits around that. If we have these three planes of existence, then there must be something keeping them together. No?
Yeah.
I mean, if we are so easily able to drift, pun not intended, into these different planes from our own plane, then there must be a tether, a connection, or at least something holding them close enough together that we kind of meld into one another. What I'm asking is just simply, if you find an answer to my question, please relay it back to me while you're in there, if you end up going in there.
Okay.
That's
I'll
all
see
I
what I
ask of you. And if you do that, Irida, I will owe you one. Anything, not anything, to a certain extent, to a certain degree. Ask me and I will decide whether it's worthy of this favor, but I will owe you one.
Okay. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. Right. No, go join your friends. Me and Monroe have important business to discuss that is not for your ears.
Okay.
And she
I shall
turns
go.
away from you and goes back to the table as you head up behind Moss. Okay. And as you guys wait for Irida, eventually the six of you are now once again within this singular room. There are not seven of you. Gus, there are not seven of you.
What?
Every time I
All-
say the six of you, you go this to the camera.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Okay.
I feel like you're just lying on my name to, slander me. That's actually illegal,
Sure. Okay. Then as you guys are stepping up into the room, you guys are once again together.
All right, so like Virgil said, I would have good news, but it looks like I just has bad news. All right, so I spoke to Goliath, and you guys can technically go without me, but it'll probably fry your brains. apparently me being an android creates some form of buffer which keeps you guys from, you know, having your brains fried. And unfortunately, it seems quite reliant on me going. So if we want this deal to go, unfortunately, I will have to go with you guys, despite the evidence saying I probably might be better off staying. So I'm gonna ask you guys all right now. We can turn away and lose our opportunity of getting off Neo Eden, or we can risk it all here, go into the net plane, and see if we can get Hercules' conscious back.
I mean, is there like a percentage chance that we could get?
Of your brains being fried, or everyone's chances of survival?
Like chances of survival?
Make
Murphy, would you be
a
so kind as to give us
make
the
a
options?
make a computer's check for me, Moss, as you run your
Okay,
calculations.
All right, +10. That's not too bad.
Mm-mm.
My natural 20. Oh,
Oh, I was so
shit.
close. 12. Can I? I'm gonna.
You can hero point it.
I'm gonna hero point it now.
Okay.
You know,
You know, this is a pretty important role. You know,
This is an important role, yeah.
At least you're not like trying to convince a prostitute to.
Okay, an 18. Would an
18
18 be okay?
Let me search this up.
Come on, 18. That's the second best android in Dragon Ball. Actually, third best.
What's the first and what's the second?
16 and 21.
This guy's a nerd.
Hey, I'm just saying
worry.
facts here.
Okay. You're going through you're computing what you know about the net plane, what you know about data transfer, and how easily it can become corrupted when you're buffering and when you're going through different things. Without you, if your companions just went straight into the brain of Hercules without your buffer, they would have about an 8.3 chance of surviving.
Oh my god.
Great.
I like those odds. I like those
Now-
odds.
Wait, out of 10 or out of 100?
8.3%. That's a percentage. That's out of 100.
Okay, well, hey, you never know. You never know. You never know.
Yeah, let's be hopeful, guys.
Yeah.
Alan.
And I'd say with you at the helm, with you as a buffer, that gets brought up to a 50% chance of survival. Not survival, but of getting out unscathed, I'd say. Not pure like you're gonna die if you don't roll like in that 50%, but unscathed.
50% chance not gonna brain fried.
Yeah.
Only half of
that's
the
good
party
odds.
Statistically, only half of the survive party will come out unscathed if you go with Moss.
Okay, but when you say unscathed, do you mean like?
Uninjured or
Well, obviously uninjured, but like, would we all be okay? Like would we all go in with our facilities intact? We'd go in with a little bit of brain damage, maybe, but that's fine. We can tank that. Or is it like 50% chance we live or we die?
Calculations don't conclude that.
Oh, she clocked your T, Gus. Oh my god.
I don't think Murphy clocked anything.
She clocked your T. She was like, actually, it doesn't tell you that. That was tough.
What?
All right. So, I did a little bit of math, and while might not be the greatest, I'm probably sure it's better than all of yours.
Wow.
Our
That's just
chances
rude.
You're a computer.
an
Of course, it's better than
android.
ours.
Exactly. So, your guys' chances of survival without me are about an 8.3%.
Okay.
Ain't that dandy?
And your chances with me are give or take 50%.
Oh, that's not much better, really.
That is a lot better.
I mean, it's a lot better, but like 50%.
Someone didn't pass math class.
Is there a third option? maybe.
Well, there's
We
the
leave.
third option where we all just walk away. 100% chance of survival for maybe everyone except me with a.
I don't
my
think I
deal.
want to leave. I think I want to
mean-
dig into this guy's brain about
I mean,
Dashkov.
You want to dig
I don't
into
want
this
to do it, but I couldn't just leave you behind.
In his brain,
Mhm.
Virgil, if you listened long enough, you'd know what I was
You
saying.
want to dig in that guy? That's gross.
All right. So now that you guys know
I hope your
chances-
brain gets fried, Virgil.
Touche, Valerie. At,
Now
or
that
at
you
two.
guys-
At two.
All right. Now that you guys know your chances, what do you guys think about going in? Because if you guys are going in, then I'm going in too. Because that 8.3% chance is far too low for me to be comfortable with just letting you guys go in alone. So
I
I'm
had-
going. Trink, what about you?
I'll bring the microphone closer. I'll head in with you.
I'll
Okay.
go.
Okay, that's 3. Valerie, Virgil.
I already said I was gonna do it no matter what, so
Okay. Were we asking Omen too, or is Omen just implied?
Omens, I'll do it.
Okay, cool.
yeah. it seems
Are
like
you
an
taking
Omen
away
thing.
player urgency, Murphy? That's disgusting. You're going on RPG horror stories.
Oh my God.
Virgil.
Well, I can't let you go in all alone, Moss. But also, I feel like I
Also,
should
fuck you,
help us.
please.
I'm sorry. Do you want to speak up for me?
What?
Did you say something to me?
No, I didn't say anything.
Okay, that's what I fucking thought.
God.
Uh, fuck it. I like the odds. I guess. I'll go.
All right, I guess we're all in agreement then. Shall we go and tell Goliath that that's what we've decided?
I mean, shouldn't we
No,
keep
I
like
think we
one or-
should.
No, I think we should just leave.
Yeah, we will
Tomorrow,
decide.
guys.
No, let's go
We
grab
decided,
ice
but we're just gonna
cream.
leave.
Let's go grab ice cream, guys.
Yeah.
All right,
Our
then.
final meal.
Let's go. Hopefully, we don't have to do it today.
Okay.
55
Man, I
burgers.
think we might have to do it today.
We probably will.
All right, and as you guys turn around, Goliath's like, "All right, let's do this today. Let's get this started."
Were you there the whole time?
As you guys are going down the stairs, and you guys tell her, it's like, "Okay, let's get this started, guys." And she starts like bringing a few people over, and they begin connecting things into the back of Hercules' head. These long wires, which for a moment seem to snake out for a moment as they slither across as they're bringing them forward. As they set up chairs around, kind of circulating around the head of Hercules, very close together. And she places you in the center seat there. Moss. Sorry, you, Moss, I mean. Sorry, I forgot to mention which
Oh, no,
specific
I'm
you.
the center.
I was like, sorry, I had Moss in my head and I was like, you, yeah. No, she places Moss in the center and she's like, Moss, putting you in the center, we're going to be connecting all of them to you. So you're the buffer, okay?
Okay, so I'm gonna have like many other people's consciousnesses in my head.
Pretty much.
Wait, he's gonna know my
Basically.
fucking secrets? What? I didn't sign up for this.
Wait, yeah. Does he see our?
I know
It's,
everyone.
it's not necessarily like that. It's just that all of your consciousness will be shared by one body. You'll still have your own separate thoughts and ideas and
Oh.
actions. But for the
Phew.
time being, you all will share one space, which will be Moss's android body.
All right, well, guys, don't freak out when you can't breathe. I'm just gonna state this now. You guys remember that you're not gonna need that in my body, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh
Mhm.
yay.
Then as she places the rest of you in the other chairs in that semicircle around Hercules, she plugs Hercules right into the back of Moss's brain, and for a moment you see his vision become completely blurred as his body goes limp, as she slowly begins connecting it to the rest of you. Those of you with cybernetics, she's able to just connect directly into your implants. For the others around you, she has to create almost like a surgical incision to connect you all into the
Not my
body.
cybernetics though, right, Murphy?
Depends on whether do you You can do the surgical incision without it.
You know, I'm just saying we're all sharing secrets today.
The secret's too big.
You can they might like try and go, but then you can like be like no surgical incision.
Put it in my arm.
Yeah.
Does my
I don't got
exoskeleton
cybernetics.
count as cybernetic?
I'd say no. Your exosuit technically is like on you, but it's not like connected in that way.
Okay.
You know, but yeah. So they'll have to also do that. But okay. As she kind of circles around you guys, she looks down. Now, this might be a little jarring, okay? What you all are about to go through. You're going into another plane of existence here. I don't know how many of you have experience with that. I'm sure maybe a few of you do, but it can be very jarring for the first time, especially when you're going through someone else's body. Okay? And I'm not gonna lie, I don't think this has ever been done before.
What?
Oh boy.
What?
And as she does that, she clicks the button, and you guys
Oh,
all,
no.
all of your minds begin staticking as your vision.
Oh my God.
I don't know if it's like that, but all of your eyes begin staticking as your eyeballs are almost replaced by this blue screen that looks up as lights beam up into the ceilings of this basement. As all of your consciousnesses are being dragged out of your brains and directed directly into the mind of Moss. And if someone were to listen very carefully into the side of Moss's head, they could hear all of your voices conjoining into one cacophony of arguing and bickering and yelling and stuff like that, which you guys do very often. But as you guys feel yourselves leaving the material plane and entering into a plane none of you quite have had experience with before, we are going to take our break. We will be back at 6:10 or 11:10 for those in Britain.
610.
6:10. All right. But
Well,
I
I
will
didn't say
see
it like that.
I will see you guys again in the net plane.
All right.
You get in the nippling.
I'm ready.
Okay.
No,
I don't
you're
think you
not.
are ready.
Wait, I'm opening
I think
a
there
cold
can only
one.
be one.
Then if we're all ready, we'll find ourselves back in OANE.
Well, like it can only be fun.
So, with your brains converging into one body, which happens to be Mossadin's here, you guys, your vision kind of goes staticky white for a while as you guys are drifting to purely nothingness. You can hear maybe the distant voices of your friends out in the distance, but this is pure virtual nothingness.
Fuck. I think my brain got fried.
However, Irida
Oh God.
and Trink,
What?
Oh.
as
Oh.
you guys are drifting through this nothingness, you feel a chasm, a split almost within this disrupted static where a bit of yellow light begins to fall through. And you find yourselves both momentarily within the drift. Except it's not a pure connection. The drift around you is still staticky, it's still distant. It's almost like you're being projected here. You're not truly sitting here within the drift. And for a brief moment, you can both see what seems to be a figure covered in this gray hood, which stands within the mists and the fog of the drift as it statics in and out. And then you're brought out and back into that white static, and neither of you can see each other again. As you
Gafat?
split apart. Valerie, as you find yourself within this white mist, you don't get transported anywhere. Instead, you feel something close to you as you pull out, almost without wanting to, the mask. The
My
porcelain
mask. My goblin mask.
Valerie, what are you doing?
What does it look like I'm doing?
Looks like you're getting a little too close to home.
Home? This isn't my home.
It's mine.
Is there a problem I'm getting too close to your home?
I just, in my mind, figured I'd send an invitation first, before you wiped your boots upon my floor. But perhaps an unannounced visit is good for my stability, a little mix-up in my routine.
Yeah,
You've
it's always nice to spice things up.
You've brought your friends with you. Very fortunate indeed.
What do you mean by that?
What I mean by that, Valerie, is that I wish nothing but to show you the truth. The same way that I wish nothing but to show Edward the truth when he had the mask before you.
What, Edward? Hold on now.
Hmm.
Why are we bringing that guy into it? He's dead.
Yes, but at one point I was his, and now I am yours.
Oh, you're not mine. I'm
gonna show you what I showed him today. Okay?
Okay.
Good. And listen, Valerie, I need you to trust me. Do I have your trust?
As long as it has nothing to do with my pals, then sure.
Oh, I assure you it has nothing to do with them. And slowly, as you feel almost this visions of snakes curling and twirling outside of the underneath of the mask, they all begin to slither in again as you put the mask back. And as that white static begins to almost turn into nothing but a white null void there before you, I want you all to roll a d12 for me, a blind GM roll d12 for me.
Me
Which you can
too.
do in the bottom.
Me too.
Yes, everyone traversing through the net plane. I'm going to roll for
How do I make it? Oh, that's how I blind GM
Oh,
roll
sorry.
blind
D12.
GM. That's
Wait.
fine.
How do you blind it?
It's at the
little
bottom.
eye icon in the bottom right.
Oh.
Mhm.
Whose brain is getting fried? If you roll a 6 or above, your brain's getting fried.
A
You roll
6 or wait, Gus, a 6 or maybe a 7?
No, only a 5 or below gets their brains intact.
You're supposed to laugh at that because you love those jokes.
No, I don't. What are you talking about?
I think that you need to kill him, Valerie.
I just imagine that he was
What?
immediately
Agree.
Is this the mask speaking to me, telling me to kill Virgil? Well, I
What?
gotta. It's the truth mask. I gotta.
He tells me the truth, and the truth
He
is
tells me
Virgil's
the
gonna
truth.
die.
And the truth is that I have to kill Virgil myself.
I mean, he's it's up to you.
I mean, if the mask says so,
Okay.
I guess
Yeah.
to be a good friend, I'll help.
All right. Then as you guys traverse through that white void again, your mind is disrupted by another rift as an electrical current seethes through your head. You feel this burning pulse within your brain as almost a lightning strike erupts in your vision of red and orange, of fire and flame. And these small cracks begin to appear where for moments you can see slithers of something, almost like distant worlds before your vision. You see what almost looks like a desolate blue wasteland in front of you. You see this large city erupted in front of you just for a moment before it fades away again. You see what looks like blue staticky mist bellowing down into caves. You can hear for a moment the loud ringing of a hammer as it dissipates upon something metal beneath it. Then, finally, as you can see more rifts in front of you, but this one emergent and opening before you, you can smell what sounds like old paper. You can feel the cold bitterness, and upon your fingers, even though you're not feeling anything, you can feel the white marble, the cracks, and the curves within it. As your vision goes dark, and when you open your eyes again, you find yourself, your hand placed against this blue rock before you, Looking around you, you can see this vast landscape of mountainous rock shooting up and above mountainous rock pouring down as well. You can see flashes of lightning off in the distance, this red mixed with this misty fog that seems to emanate from everywhere, these cavernous holes in the ground that shoot up mist up and down. The rock below you is cracked and mangled. Some of you are tilting sideways, some of you are upright, standing, getting your bearings, but here before you, you are in a pit of rock and rubble, nothing of life surrounding you, nothing of anything, just empty wasteland for the very moment as the 6 of you are together.
Are you getting a map change?
Well, none of our brains got fried. That's
Yeah.
yeah.
I think I want to puke.
Can you even
Oh.
do that here?
Tough.
Yeah.
I
Does
mean,
he
I'm
puke in his outside body?
Someone clean him up.
A bunch of oil starts leaking from
Actually, that's me pissing myself. Thank you very much.
And for a
That
moment,
smell.
as you guys are sitting in that silence, you hear something shifting above you in the fog, almost like shooting daggers and darts kind of zoom above you. Not close enough, but they just keep going until eventually their whistle stops and they're nothing again.
Well, that
Um,
doesn't sound good.
I'm gonna see if I want to see if my sword works.
Okay. You bring out your broken sword, and as it does, it shoots out into this bluish blackish flame as you are stuck in your graviton focus, unable to switch to your
Oh,
photon.
I'm I'm gonna take a
Colors,
little look at my hand.
colors are kind of badass.
You look at your hand, and at the moment, it seems to just be your normal white, besides for the typical singes of black that you've had over the past incurring battles. And in fact, some of that seems to have healed a bit in the week that you've been gone. But for right now, for the most part, you look normal.
And I can't try and turn back.
You can try.
Or, yeah, I mean, yeah, I want to try.
As you are willing it, you're trying to close your eyes to focus to try and attune to the photon side of your powers. It is not there within the net plane. You have no access to it.
Oh,
It is gone.
okay.
You're simply
I'm
stuck with being
gonna
graviton attuned. Or
I'm
unattuned.
gonna ungraviton my sword, I guess.
Okay, so you bring it back to its broken normal state.
Yeah. I'm not
Okay.
gonna like put it away, but I'm just gonna stop the flames.
Okay. All right. Yes, the rest of you are standing here now within the pits of the net plane.
Guys, I don't like it here.
Do we
Oh,
see
well, no,
any points of interest?
Sure, anyone who would like to look around, make a perception check for me.
Me.
I love perception check.
Virgil's not gonna look around. But in a similar vein to Irida
wanna-
pulling out
wanna
their
look around?
sword,
Mhm.
Virgil will pull out the shard of the mirror and he will try and see if his mirror implement works properly.
Yeah. Your mirror, you're just trying to like teleport a bit for a moment to test it out, is what you're doing?
Yeah, he's just creating a small mirror version of himself to,
Sure.
I mean, see if he's okay physically, since he can't really tell right now, but
Mhm.
also to see if the mirror implement works properly.
Sure. You project yourself across from you, looking at yourself through your mirror image. You look normal. You look pretty unfazed, really. The only difference, which you notice, and maybe anyone who is looking at you might notice as well, is that when you did project yourself, there was a bit of a glitchy kind of look to it. You can see like fragmentation upon your projection until it eventually gets back to its normal self. But it does seem to be, if not weakened, then disrupted in some way, but not fully.
I see. Okay.
But okay. As you guys are looking around, which Moss, Irida, Valerie, and Trink, you do, I'd say Irida and Valerie. Looking out, you guys, because you guys are kind of like in a pit here a bit. You're kind of have to walk and climb up the edges of the pit to look out. As you do look out upon the plain in front of you, you can see what almost looks like marsh and swamp around you, though it's not nature in any way. It are these marshes and pits and bogs of this glowing blue liquidy substance, or what you can only assume is liquid. As you can see, again, some of that fragmentation begin to glow off of that, these small like squares and cubes that seem to float off into the distance from this seemingly, for lack of a better word, solid liquid. And besides that, you can see these large spikes of rock and metal, that are forming almost into trees of some sort, but they're all made of gem and crystal and rock. It is both natural and unnatural in its same form. You can tell that it is a mimic of perhaps the reality of the real world. It is not a true swamp or a moor or a bog. It is what whoever created this realm, or whoever currently has control of this realm, thinks that it might look like, or the best way they could project it into this digital plane. Moss, as you're looking around, as you're climbing up, you grab onto the top structure, and you grab onto a rock, and you guys watch as it slips, and Moss tumbles all the way down to the bottom of the pit again, and each of you kind of feel it in your own ways as well as he does, almost like a phantom pain that afflicts upon you, from Moss's viewpoint, as Moss kind of hits his square head at the bottom and falls flat, not getting any serious injuries, but in your attempt to perceive the world, Moss, you might have critically failed.
Oh,
But from the very top, Trink, as you climb to the top and you're looking over this viewpoint of this field in front of you, you can see, maybe it's not as clear to the others, but almost like a circuit board or a spaghetti code of whatever you're looking at from within a computer. You can see that there is a current within the bog and marshes and the swamps of this area. It's filled with that same fake, almost solid liquid, as I said, of this blue and purplish glowing substance. And it seems to dig and divert directly through the swamp as this passageway throughout it. And you can see just long enough, if you were to follow this river before you as it descends into the fog, it almost seems to lift up into the fog, as if it has crawled up the sides of the walls of whatever level of the net plane you're in at this current moment. And if you follow it in the other direction, you can see that this river seems to lead to this solid structure that sits in the center of the swampy plain. What looks to be old Gothic towers, these solid buildings, these archways, these fenced gates, all seems to float around as this river circulates around it, just obscured beyond your vision of these trees and bogs and marshes. It's hard to exactly ascertain how far or how big this building is, but you can see it just off in the distance.
Guys, there's some like castle looking thing over here.
Castle of Doom and Despair, I guess?
Oh, my back. If I had one.
Do you not?
I'm a robot.
You still
I
have a
guess-
back though.
I guess
I
he
don't wanna
can't
get into
feel it.
specifics
Maybe
of
he's
this.
got phantom pain.
Phantom pain?
Can I try climbing back up with everyone else?
Sure, yeah, with the
Can-
bump
can
of
I
your
help
head.
him?
Yeah, you guys all help Moss up. As Moss, you do feel a little bit dizzy because while you are still yourself, you also feel like there's 5 other voices rambling around in your head as well. And to you, their thoughts and ideas seem like gibberish. You can't understand them, but you can connect them to the various people around you, as they're all looking and staring off and thinking their own ideas. So nothing is quite clear to you.
Can you guys just stop thinking for a bit? I can kind of hear you guys all in my head, and it is very overwhelming.
You know what I'm thinking? And then
No.
Trink starts thinking
we're
really
just
hard about.
mogging
I
at
know.
Moss right now.
Somebody, these ideas, they're so stupid!
$5 million hot dogs right in your
My brain space is being taken up by the thoughts of
Trink's
food I
still
can't
thinking
even
about
eat.
that prostitute from before.
Yeah.
Oh god, what a nice lady. What a nice lady.
That was a really pretty girl.
No, I
Yes.
can't understand what you guys are thinking. I just know that you're thinking and it's hurting me.
I mean, I can't exactly stop thinking.
Really? Because
I don't
you of
feel like
all
doing that
people,
quite
I believe, are capable of doing it.
Listen,
I
I
think-
have a lot of ideas. Maybe they're not all good, but I do have a lot.
I can tell they're in my head right now.
Damn.
Are we gonna go to this big castle thing?
Yeah.
Guys, this is kind of like a video game that I play.
Oh yeah?
This is
What's
Trink
it
in
called?
character. This is kind of like a video game where I play. Do you think there's a princess in that castle?
No, she's probably in a different castle.
Maybe it's Hercules.
Maybe she's dead.
Oh God.
See, I was trying to make a fun little reference to the video game, but now y'all are just twisting the the thing. You know, it's kind of whatever.
Okay, Trink's gonna start making his way towards the castle.
It's
Alright,
a
I'll
it's a
follow.
far day. It's not like it's just a short walk over. This is like you've got to traverse.
I mean,
We gotta
gotta-
run. We
yeah,
gotta
where
book
are
it,
we gonna go?
guys.
Okay.
Who's the fastest of our group? Could we put that to the
I
test
have
here?
a 30-foot movement speed.
Not me.
Don't I
think-
have a hover thing, Murphy? On my exo.
Are you sure you'd be allowed
I
to
feel
bring
like you've
that?
asked me this before.
Yeah, you
Um,
talked about this in the Hercules fight, and then it was like, well,
Yeah, I
your
don't think
character
you
should-
do have it. Yeah, it's something we thought about
Okay.
about you taking.
I don't. Okay.
Yeah. It's not something you have, I don't think.
Trink's gonna walk like 6 foot, and then he like crouches down. He's like, "Man, ooh, I couldn't get on one of you guys' shoulders, could I?"
You lazy bastard.
And he's gonna crawl right up Moss's leg for.
How are you gonna
Thank
piggyback
God it's
off
not
of
me.
someone's like mindscape and then immediately piggyback off his like physical form within the mindscape? That's like way too
You first
lazy.
take up my brain space, now you're taking my shoulder space, and fucking Virgil's taking
you
up
know
my
what?
house
No, he's
space.
gonna
God,
sit right on
guys.
top of.
What am I
Moss's
taking
head.
up? What am I taking up, Moss?
My house space.
Oh, your house. Oh
Oh.
yeah, with nothing in it. You know, for someone so obsessed with decorating the null space chamber, you have nothing in your house.
Well,
just think
guess
to the
what?
full-
I didn't have to pay for the things in the null space chamber.
Okay,
Oh, so
guys,
you
let's not get
full?
heated.
Okay, it's a stupid argument.
Heated rivalry.
It's alright, if you
Okay.
really want to help decorate our house, we can.
Okay. we
Okay,
can do
so
that.
while Virgil and Moss have their home decoration dreams and their rivalry going on, you guys are continuing over as you go over the mound of the pit there and begin descending down into the marsh and bog. Now, I must say, none of you have had much encounters with terrain like this before. It's either been the
What?
cityscape or the empty wastelands of the concrete wastes. So going through here is going to be, I'd say, traversing difficult terrain.
Murphy, I have a
We're
question.
not underwater? Fuck.
Yes.
With my turret, can I ride on it? Like with its spider legs? And would I get any helpful movement boosts from that, from the difficult terrain?
I don't think your turret has any special things about difficult terrain, but I might be mistaken.
Oh.
Unless your turret has some ability that treats difficult terrain like normal terrain, then if anything, putting your weight on it would make it harder for it to traverse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Never mind. I guess
Yeah.
I'll just ride.
It's,
I'll just
it's a
ride,
good it's a good question to ask. It's just your turret is not made as a vehicle, you know.
Yeah, whatever.
Maybe you should make it into a vehicle at some
No.
point.
Yeah,
okay,
considering we've
okay.
lost our car, can you fit all of us on it?
Okay. And then as you guys are trudging through the waste here, I'd like someone to be leading your group as you guys are moving forward. And for that, I would like whoever is leading to make a survival check for me. So you
Wait,
guys can
I-
decide
would like
amongst
to be-
yourselves.
Me! I have a +9! I have a +9!
I have a
Me.
+8.
Fuck. Never in my million years of living would I imagine.
I have a question. You said there was like a river of the wire things that Trink saw?
They're not wires. It's just kind of a mass of blue liquidy
Wait, hold
substance.
on.
Does it? Oh, it's not walkable.
Can we get a little
No, it's a river.
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
it's
okay.
blue, it must be water.
Yeah, no, it is a liquidy-esque substance. It's just, you know.
Okay.
Can we get a
I don't
sip?
mind if Valerie leads. I can I'll follow shortly behind.
Yeah, I guess you could go ahead, Valerie.
Guys, thanks.
Oh no.
Oh. Did it roll it?
It did, but I'm gonna have you roll it again, because don't make it a blind check. Just roll.
Wait,
Yeah,
Oh,
have you roll it again.
Didn't catch
oh,
that.
because I have it as, sorry, I had
Yeah,
it
no, it's
selected as
okay.
blind.
I know. It does it, yeah. You're good.
I was like, I heard the dice go.
Hey!
Okay.
19!
All right. And with that, with the mask of Jurian subtly in your pocket, Jurian, sorry, not Jurian, Jurian. With the mask of Jurian subtly in your pocket, you begin traversing forward throughout this realm. And every so often, you can see what looks to be like a snake-like figure slithering through that liquidy substance. And as you guys pass by it, every time you guys walk past this substance, you almost get like a static in your brain as it begins almost getting numb. And if you get too close to it, you almost feel yourself drifting towards it until someone grabs onto you and brings you back onto more solid land. And in some parts of this marshy, swampy like area, it's almost hard not to avoid walking too close to it. Sometimes there's only like steep or like thin paths forward. We're all kind of walking single file as you're walking through. And every so often, maybe throughout this journey, from within that liquidy substance, you hear something. Just faintly, like a scream or a yell or a cry for help throughout that. And then, as you guys are walking through, Trink, I'd like you to make a reflex save for me.
Oh, what did I look? The snake's getting shrink.
Go get him!
Starting off small.
Morsel! Look,
I'm
I think that's it for my feet.
That's a nat 1. Trink, you die.
Oh, not the private.
Oh, I
Okay.
think I did it on private on accident.
That's
Yeah, you
okay.
gotta
Roll
press
it.
the
Roll it
public
again.
roll and then
Roll it again.
text.
Yeah. If you
Okay.
guys haven't already,
Oh.
switch that back over at the bottom there.
Yeah.
Public roll.
MB.
Okay, I think that's not awful.
Okay.
25.
And as you guys are walking, Trink, you're kind of like, I guess, would you be in the back or are you in like the middle ranks?
No, I'm sitting on Moss's head.
Yeah, and
Okay.
I'm
I
decently
didn't know
strong.
whether you guys were actually doing that. You guys
No,
say out of
I-
character shit all the time, and then I never know what you're actually
No,
doing.
anytime I say it, it's true. Trink rides.
So, you
on
know,
Moss's
it would
head.
be easier, you know, if people had voices so that you could discern. But whatever. I'm not.
How the hell do I do a robotic voice? Do I get one of those little?
So, guys, we're getting off topic. Please let me do things. Okay. Trink, as you are kind of wrapped around the shoulders of Moss there as he's lumbering forward, you look to your left for a moment and you hear something. It's not words per se. It's almost in a language you don't understand as they're speaking And the words are emanating from this liquid before this large 3-fingered hand reaches out towards you. And it doesn't reach you, but you're almost like jump back in your reflexes, but you keep yourself stationary on Moss's shoulders as more of these 3-fingered hands begin reaching out and trying to grasp at you guys, going down the single file line. And you're each like picking up your shoes so that the hands don't grab onto your ankles or your feet until eventually you find yourselves back onto a solid piece of land where there's not that liquid on either side of you, and their voices start dying out and their hands slither back into that liquid substance there before you. And you
What the
keep-
fuck?
and you guys keep walking. Eventually, however, you find, even with the survival check of Valerie, which in a new environment, in a new situation, wasn't even half bad, but you do find yourselves at moments getting stuck in the bog, getting stuck in this area, almost getting lost, perhaps turned around using the river as a central point, until eventually you hear a bell begin ringing. And
Not ominous.
it takes you a moment as you hear another like almost a dagger type sound like fling above you as it whistles above through the mist above. You hear that ringing of the bell, and your eyes dart towards the river where it seems to be echoing out from. And upon that river, you see this small little boat floating across it. And in the back, there seems to be some contraption, this square monitor that sits attached to the back with wires streaming out from the back of it into the liquid below as this boat is swaying back and forth. And it rings again.
We call out to the person on the boat.
There's no person on the boat.
There's no person on the boat.
There's just
It's just
that
floating?
boxy monitor there.
I
How
don't
Looks like
far
a
out is it?
free ride to me.
It's probably
the
only like a few a few steps away from you, as you guys have been using the river to keep track of your distance.
Well, the game master points it out. It has to be important, right?
Yeah, I say we go up to it.
What the fuck?
Can Trent crawl into Moss's coat?
You want to hide in my
Can he
doctor's
fit?
coat?
I am. I'm hiding in
Can
the
he
doctor's
fit?
coat.
Us, you can't
Are you
say
calling me
that.
fat?
Oh, he's 4 feet tall.
Wow.
I mean, it is a
Easy,
tough
he's
fit. It's not. It
not-
is a tough fit. You're still fighting a 4-foot tall humanoid under your jacket, you know.
It's
But-
not like he's raccoon size.
If I
Yeah.
just like do the if I do the buttons up, then I'll just look pregnant.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's kind of how it would be. You'd look vaguely pregnant, Moss.
Pregnant robot.
Kind of lumpy for an android.
Alright, can we go up to the
Yeah, let's go to the boat.
Let's boat up.
All right. And as you guys differ away from the path Valerie had set you on, which was looking more and more treacherous and dangerous as you guys moved forward,
Fuck, guys.
you eventually make it to the boat, which seems to be waiting patiently for you guys. Swaying
I say
back.
we hop on it.
Can I sail the boat?
Depends. What's your pilot skill?
Yes.
Yeah, wouldn't mind.
I have a +7 in sailing. I was literally a pirate.
I have a +13 in piloting. That's 6 more than.
Can I
Seth.
throw him off the boat? I'm kidding.
I have a +17 actually.
There's no need to
Did you say
pilot.
you're
Okay, this is not a competition. I was just asking.
Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear the
What?
voice?
No.
Am I going insane?
Can I like? You said there was like a boxy thing on the back. Can I try and like interact with it?
Sure, it almost looks like your head, Moss. It's this boxy monitor.
Oh.
Oh my god.
And as you do that,
Hello?
you see this smiling face appear.
Bracket.
I said, there's no need to pilot.
There it is
Oh.
again.
Uh,
Oh my god.
hi there.
Hello. My name is Karen. It's nice to meet you.
Karen. Is that
Carrot or
SpongeBob.
Karen?
Karen, like the river Styx.
Okay.
Is that like an acronym that like stands
Scared
for
I
something? Like
hit it
K
all.
stands for kill, A stands for all, kill.
I assume it's a reference to the Greek mythology kind of thing.
It is the name given to me. My name is Karen.
Is it like like a CHARON?
Yes, that is how you spell my name. Karen.
I think it's pronounced Charon, but yeah.
My creator's
think it's
name was
Karen.
Karen.
Hi, Karen. Would you be able to take us down the river?
It depends. What's in it for me?
Do we need a gold coin or something?
Ha 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 ha. No.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
That wasn't funny.
I laughed. I thought it was funny.
Should I start laughing like that?
No.
Please,
No.
all step onto my boat. I would hate for you to trudge through these marshes without any guidance.
You're too kind, and I'll take a seat.
Me too.
I've exited Moss, by the way, at this point.
Please don't say that like that.
Excellent.
So, is this your first time in the net plane?
No, I vacation here every now and again.
Oh, really? What's your favorite spot?
No, I don't actually. It was a joke.
Woodham?
Oh,
What kind of spots?
well,
are
you
there
are
nearby?
in the plane of lies, so I suppose lying is not unfounded here. Welcome to Stygia, the 5th level of the net plane. It is nice to have some more guests here today. I've been quite busy ferrying people around, but you all are a tiny bit different, aren't you? You're
I
not
suppose you could say.
Netborns.
Yeah. Very astute observation.
And one of you, in fact, is not born at all.
Is that? Are you talking about me?
Yes, I am.
Oh, then yeah, I guess that's a slightly blunt way of putting it.
Well, it's nice to meet you all. My name is Karen, or Rider of Death, or Horseman of Death, or Lord of Death. But do not be afraid of my name, for I do not bring death. I simply carry it along.
Did you earn those titles, or do people just randomly call you that?
It is what my creator, Romulus, named me.
There's some kick-ass names.
Yeah, he had a lot of names in mind for you, didn't he?
He
What's
was
your
a very
creator's
knowledgeable
name?
Romulus.
Oh, Romulus. My-
Romulus Dashkov, in fact, one of the greatest founders of the net plane and the smartest man alive.
Does he visit
Eye
often?
roll.
Visit? No, he does not have time to visit his creations. Though we respect his name just the same. We know he is a very busy man.
What can you tell us about the net plane? Could you just give us a bit of a overview, like the different levels and everything?
Yeah, like a tour guide.
Yes, I do think I could do that, couldn't I?
Thank you.
Of
It would
course.
be really nice if you did.
Should I start from the first layer and go all the way down?
Yeah, that would be very helpful.
How many are there?
Oh, 9 in total.
Really?
Yes. Currently you are on the 5th one, Stygia. But I shall go down through the rest, starting from the top. Honestly, one of my favorites, Avernus, my favorite layer of the net plane, mostly because that is where the newly born souls of the netborn are first brought to my presence, and I get to guide them to the layer that they deserve to be in. Because truly, each of these planes are all servers hosted in your own material realm. Each of these layers or levels of the net plane are separate servers within one giant construct. And I, as Karen, am the one who connects them all. into one nicely packaged plane of existence. Avernus is mostly a wasteland of rock and rubble, unlike the beautiful marshes you see around you. It is the most desolate and empty, yet so beaming with newly found life, those who still have hope in their hearts. The next plane of existence would be Dis, ruled over by Dispater. It is, if I should say so myself, the most bustling of the layers of the net plane. It hosts the city known as Dis itself. The entire layer, in fact, is a city made to emulate Neo Eden, believe it or not.
Really? Did you say this was the second or third layer?
Second layer. Second layer.
Second, okay. DIS? DISS?
DIS.
Okay.
Well, the third layer, Erebus, is what some would call the sewers of Dis. It is where Dashkov holds all of its financial information safely secured and run by Mammon, the daemon which resides there. It is one of our most highly guarded layers of the net plane, as you might imagine. It holds Dashkov's financial information and all of its banking information and the wealth that Dashkov shares. And typically, the only netborn that are allowed there are ones who are already accountants for the company.
Okay.
The next layer, and out of character, I'm sorry if I butcher the pronunciation of this word because it's a fun one. Phlegathon. Phlegathon
Legathon.
is the fourth.
Phlegathon.
Yeah, is the fourth layer of the net plane. This is where the daemons and the constructs are formed and created. Perhaps you have encountered the imps which are born from this layer of the net plane. They
Yeah.
are the souls reshaped into Dashkov's image. As you know, Dashkov is the ruler of the net plane. The fifth layer, the fifth level of the net plane is Stygia, the one you sit upon now. This realm of the net plane is ruled by Jurian and holds the temples and libraries of worlds past and beyond. It holds the knowledge that Dashkov has brought up. Think of it as a modern day Wikipedia. If you have ever searched anything on the compads brought to you within Neo Eden, it has come straight from the archives of Stygia. It is also here where the beings which may have strayed from the image of Dashkov have perfected their arts of lies and heresy as they use the foundations of truth to build their lies. As a fun fact of trivia, Jurian and Dashkov have a very tense relationship with each other as the net plane further distances itself from the company. But do not fret, for Dashkov will have it all under control soon enough. The sixth layer of the net plane is, I guess, what you would all call a forest, though to your eye, it's mostly just a mound of information piled on top of each other, data in its purest form. In here, this is where those looking for greed and information lie, where the netborns who have nothing but a desire for more and more find their place as they indulge in an infinite hunt for information, none of it valuable or needed at all. The seventh level of the net plane, Cocytus, is an infernal level. Here, if you were to be there, you would feel nothing but cold and chill. It is meant to replicate the farthest poles of most planets. It is here that it is desolate of most life, even more desolate than the wasteland of Avernus, as some may call it. This level I doubt any of you will ever go to. Here we hold some of the worst, though not quite yet. As we move on to the next level, Cana. Cana is a level made of iron and torture. This here is where Dashkov puts the worst of its enemies. Here is where some of the first subjects of net plane experimentation were put, as most of them were enemies of Dashkov's intentions in the company itself. Here, in a visual way, they are kept in cages suspended by this virtual darkness. And this is where the daemon Mephistopheles rules, one who does not show his face very often. And unfortunately, while I do hate to say it, the final layer of the net plane Nessus is not accessible by anyone other than the highest CEOs within the branch of Dashkov, and therefore I am not allowed to share information about that layer of the net plane. Has my guide through the net plane been of any help to you all?
Yeah, I'd say it's given us plenty of insight into this this mystical place.
Mystical is one word for it. I call it scientific realness. The net plane is more real than even your material plane depicts itself to be. It is pure mathematical science and willpower created by man. But yes, mystical. Is there anything else you would like to ask me? I hold all of the information.
How is the 8th layer spelt for my note-taking purposes? This is Gus speaking, actually. I don't know why I'm doing the voice.
Of course, it is spelled Caina.
And
The realm of
and-
torture.
how do you spell the 6th layer again?
The 6th layer. Yes. Melgebolg. I can spell it out for you. Malebbolge.
That's a lot of letters. I don't know why I'm doing the voice. This is Gus speaking.
And right now, you all sit upon the river Styx, the home of me.
Well, they were really on the nose about it, weren't they?
I think it's spelled Styx.
Mhm.
This is Gus speaking. Actually, no, this is Virgil speaking.
Write that down. Write that down.
The river Styx moves and traverses through each of these layers of the net plane, and is what I use to traverse the net plane as well. For I am the only one able to handle the contents of this river. For the blue substance you're looking at right now is what Dashkov refers to as pure data. Pure data being, I guess, in a way, a virus created by Dashkov, a contingency plan for if the net plane had gotten out of its control, and unfortunately to us all, it did. Now, the pure data runs rampant throughout the net plane, and I would be sure not to interact with it or touch it.
Like a big old slurp. No. Say if someone whose like mind resided here died, where would their soul go?
I suppose that is a question for all. For we were given heaven, but man created hell, did he not?
Yeah, something
If
like
you
that.
were to refer to the drift as this idea of heaven where most souls go, then we are an interloper in that sense. We were created by man, and therefore we have disrupted the passive flow of death and life. To be completely frank with you, I do not know what would happen if you died here and you floated off into the distant realms of death. I suppose if the Somayaji were not so fond of you, they'd let you stay here without a physical body in the real realm.
And they would be where?
Well, the process of when souls enter into the net plane is a complicated one. you start off into Avernus, and depending on how you've done your prisoner record, Dashkov mows through it, looks at your crimes, look at what you've done while in prison, and then assigns you one of these layers of the net plane, and that's where you serve the rest of eternity, as your real body is then used by Dashkov for science.
Okay.
I hope that was
I have
sufficient enough.
questions. I
Of
have some questions
course.
if you don't mind. So, when it comes to each, I guess I'm just gonna refer to them as like floors, levels.
Mhm.
When it comes to them, are they like one stacked on top of the other, like they descend downwards or upwards, or are they different like biomes that stretch further out into, I guess, uh, horizontally?
It is a complicated question, for how these realms and layers are positioned are not truly comprehensible by the human or the computer mind. They do not exist within each other, nor on top of each other, nor next to each other. In reality, if you were to see the servers of each of these realms, you would see stacks and stacks of servers and blinking lights all stacked next to each other. It would look like one large computer, all being filtered around. But within the realm itself, it's more of a corporeal form. We are not stacked on top of each other, but we do flow into each other in a way. We do not have any
But
context for how close we are to each other or where we're positioned. We only know that if you follow the river Styx, eventually you'll lead into the next one.
okay, so I guess it's just like portals, all right. And my next question is this place accessible throughout the entire system, or is it solely located for the residents of New Eden?
It is solely controlled by Dashkov. Therefore, whoever Dashkov allows in is allowed in. I have been kept up to date on the current managements of Dashkov, and while they have been losing control of the net plane, as of right now, the only souls living here are those imprisoned on Wad Shah. It is not strictly Neo Eden, there are other prison cities strewn across the planet, but prisoners nonetheless.
Okay, so it's just located on this planet. All right.
Yes. Though, I will tell you very exciting news. Dashkov has plans of extending their technology to the world at large one day, introducing the net plane to the wider solar system and the galaxy.
Well, that sounds like it will go great.
Yes, I believe so too. It means more people for me to meet.
I can see why you'd be quite happy with it, but I assume a lot of people won't exactly be happy with their souls being taken to a corporation.
I do not see why. It just means immortality in its purest form.
I don't think all living beings want to stay alive forever, or at least in the vaguest form of the word alive.
Well, let me put this plainly. Romulus Dashkov is the smartest man alive, the smartest man I have ever met, and he wishes for immortality. Therefore, in a very simple way, I suppose that if you were to be a smart human, you would wish the same.
All right, well, it looks like you and I are just gonna have some different views on this one, but it's interesting to hear what you think. To be honest, it's
You're
quite
an
eye-opening.
Eden Health android, aren't you?
Uh, yeah, you'd be right.
Yes. Eden Health has more of a concern with life. Dashkov, on the other hand, sees life as more of a fluid thing. There is no death, there is no birth, there is only a flow of time, which eventually extends to us.
I feel like if not New Eden, if Eden Health wanted people to live forever, they'd make a lot of money. So I assume that they'd probably want a similar goal.
You'd be surprised at how expensive funerals are, how much money that brings in.
Yeah, I suppose you'd be right.
Listen, one of the foundings of your world is providing structure but not solutions. You might find the cure for a disease, but which is more profitable? Having a cure or having something that prolongs the disease until death? And what's more profitable than that than by sending them our way and extending their life forever? It's cash all the way down. From Avernus all the way to Nessus, it's profit.
This is going to sound a bit odd for me to be saying that, but that doesn't sound very humane.
It doesn't.
Appreciate you answering my questions.
Anytime. I hope you all are enjoying the view, of course. Stygia is not the most beautiful of the layers of the net plane, but gosh darn it, is it the view. Could I
Is there like
ask you a question?
Who, me? Or...
Yeah, any of you, truly. It is not very often that I find mortal souls within the net plane. How is it like knowing that there is a final moment?
I mean, would you even call this final?
I suppose I have no definition for what final is. I have existed and I will only exist. There has been no beginning and there has been no end. I'm just curious about how it feels about knowing that one day you won't be alive anymore.
I mean, at least I know that a bunch of bullshit's gonna come to an end, or at least I won't have to stress about it.
What is this bullshit that you deal with?
Rent, paying bills, food.
Oh, so you are all workers for Dashkov then? I had presumed that you were with the company. I apologize. Well, I hope Dashkov treats you all well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, if you're not a part of the company, what are you doing in the net plane?
A little field research,
Yeah, a little work trip.
Work trip. Do you mind if I send our conversation to Dashkov for studying?
Well, we'd really rather not.
A little bit. We
Yeah,
kind of do mind.
I don't consent.
Yeah, me either.
Oh. I was not expecting that answer. I'm gonna send it anyways.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Aw, party pooper.
All right, everyone punch the computer.
Do not punch me.
Guys, it's
Well,
all
don't
pride. We kinda
don't
need
sit
a-
in the conversation.
I am programmed to. My apologies.
Well, cause an
Well,
effect.
then
Well, don't send
why
it. Send it, or we'll punch you.
Why ask us if you can send it and then just send it anyways? It's kind of mean, don't you think?
Because that's
Yeah.
polite.
Yeah, I guess the illusion of voice.
Well, it's not really polite if you're gonna send it anyways.
Everything is an illusion of choice.
I think it defeats the polite purpose.
Did the robot just say it believes in fate?
Fate?
Damn it, this guy's good.
I don't know if I say I would believe in fate, but I do believe that Dashkov has fate in its hands.
You speak quite proudly of Dashkov, practically like they're gods.
Oh,
Yeah.
Romulus would never ascribe himself as a god, but I would.
Oh,
Holy glaze.
Dashkov along with his children and his grandchildren. They all share his mind and his intelligence.
What about his grandchildren's grandchildren?
Oh,
Yeah.
well, they have
That's a
not
good question.
had grandchildren. They have not had children yet, from my knowledge, anyways. They're still young.
How much further until we get to our kind of destination, I suppose?
I know I'm starting to just
Off.
think for a moment because you are all practically heading into the largest database of information. Why should I let you?
Well, I believe earlier you said you wanted something in it for you, huh? Is there a price we can pay?
I suppose there could be.
And it is.
Romulus, he he has gifted me with many things, and I would never go against his word or his ideas. But I must say his knowledge does intrigue me. He has blocked me off from immense knowledge about the drift, the counterpart to my own existence. And I feel as though if I had more knowledge about the other parts of me, then I could do my job better. But in his immense knowledge, he does not understand that those who know nothing wish to desire more. He only knows that he knows all. So, in my personal opinion, I think in his intelligence, he has miscalculated what is needed of me. I want information about the drift, not something you could tell me, physical data held within the library of Durian. I want it delivered to me.
Okay.
It's not exactly going to be an easy task.
Yeah, I mean, you're having us break into an archdevil's library and steal info from him. That's
I mean, would you even be able to use that?
Use in what way? Knowledge
Aren't you
is a
just
tool for anyone.
No, true, but what separates the knowledge in there from our knowledge? I mean, we do have some drift experts. I guess the
Your
experts.
knowledge is malleable and corrupted. The knowledge held within the library of Durian is pure, unfettered truth. Perhaps there is things in there that not even you know about the drift. Things you are not allowed to know.
Okay.
But things I'd like to.
Where was that that place again that has the information?
the Library of Durian.
Yeah, that's the word. I forgot the name of Durian. Where is that?
It's where we're going.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
Well, I guess that kind of makes it easy then. If you want to take us there, we can see what we can do about getting our hands on some drift info for you.
But what if you double cross me?
I
What
mean,
if
you're
you don't
kind of
do it
our
at all?
only way in and out.
Yeah,
know?
you're our ride back.
Yeah.
We kind of don't really have a
You're
choice, do we?
right. I have leverage, don't I? Interesting.
I mean, technically there is another route, but you're more convenient, so it kind of just works in our favor to help you.
Yes, it does work in your favor to help me. Yes, it does. Okay. And as you guys are drifting down the river Styx, you're passing by as the marsh slowly turns into something else entirely. It's almost as if fragments and bits of memory are displaced and thrown across. You see houses that almost are cleanly cut in half as figments of memory begin drifting upon them. You see cities of past. You see the remnants of Brumler before the war that had erupted on there 30 odd years ago. You see none of you recognize it outside of books per se, and I suppose in my description this is more of a meta type knowledge for the players. But you see remnants of the past. You see strewn across one bit of the river, the London Bridge, from one end to the other. You see other monuments from other cities and other planets where the other species have erupted. You see the Space Needle sat within Seattle. You see all of these different monuments strewn across humanity, Inox, the Shirans, anything, all of these memories, bits and pieces from different cultures and cities, thousands of years in the past, all strewn into this desert of chaos and disruption as you guide through. Eventually entering into this almost roundabout area, circling and circling around this large center structure, this towering, almost castle-like building. And eventually, the ship parks upon the coast of this river as the river itself is almost splashing against the shores and moving back and forth as you're trying your best not to touch any of the pure data surrounding you. Karen speaks up once more. Now, listen. The things within the library of Jurian are daemons and ghouls and horrible things that, upon sensing your unfettered souls of the material plane, will not hesitate to rip you piece from piece. This is not a welcoming land, nor is it a hostile one. Your ideas and your thoughts and your memories will shape how you are treated within Stygia. Your memories and your knowledge will shape what is open to you. And most of all, Jurian has the final say. Good luck in your endeavors, and I hope you are able to find out what you need to and what you came here for. For I find the Library of Jurian has the answers and the solutions to all.
I hope so. We'll try and bring you back a souvenir.
You're not gonna send it to Dashkov, right?
Well, I mean, don't they already own it? This is their place.
I will
Is it
keep
already?
secret the information of the drift from my masters, just so that I have time to prove to them how much it is needed. But I must send everything else we speak of today to Dashkov, yes.
No, fuck.
Boo.
Boo! Tomato, tomato! Boo!
Okay. Then as you guys are there, the ship departs and you watch it slowly begin to circle around the library around you, just waiting around in circles, waiting for you all to be done. As you find yourselves upon the shores of this large library, these rocky cliffs which shoot up, these old, almost Gothic Victorian windows which look down upon you all, these large spiraling towers that go up and up and up, almost into impossible spirals. This building itself was obviously derived from some old civilization, some old storage house, though none of you are sure exactly what it is. It has been decided by Dashkov to be the place where information is held. And as you're walking past, you can see almost floating out of windows, imps which have once attacked you, slowly flying up from window to window, carrying these data shards within their hands and moving them from place to place. Specifically, I Actually, I don't think any of you would know this, so I'm not going to have any of you roll because I don't think it's possible for any of you to know this.
I would know it.
I don't think
I
you
would.
would.
I can make recall knowledge checks on anything.
Okay. All right, Virgil, then use your special fucking power. Okay.
I'm gonna
Hey,
use
me
my
too, me
special
too.
power. I'm going to use
Okay.
my special power.
Use your
Not
esoteric
fire, you don't
knowledge.
Oh,
Oh, I'm gonna hero point that.
Okay.
what, you're gonna
I don't think you. I don't think you
I
should.
don't think you should.
I think you should just keep it at that. It was a
24.
sign.
24.
24.
Give me
Okay.
the money.
Probably a 30.
Upon the shores of this place, which you guys kind of have to dodge through, you can see this odd looking, almost skeletal creature with different things growing out of its back tails and remnants of wings, or they've been charred and burned and obviously can't fly anymore. Though you do see them lift off the ground and begin flying either way, almost disrupted of the natural laws of physics or gravity. As these skeletal beasts begin clawing against the walls of this library and eventually clawing their way into one of the portholes in the windows and the sewer gates which lead out, hiding themselves within. You're not entirely sure what these are, Virgil. You have heard of beasts known as the Net Plains interrogators and torturers. They can be found kind of anywhere within the Net Plane, but they do congregate around the Temple of Knowledge and Information. This is their home. Stygia is their home. They're about 9 feet tall in total, and they have this withered skeletal corpse look to them. Though they're all just data and projections of something. These things pass you by quite easily. These are known as ocelutes, which I can spell in the chat as well.
I can look up their sheet and find out what their weaknesses are.
Oh yeah. That I say is all you can glean about that, as you delve into your esoteric knowledge about these creatures. But eventually, as you guys are traversing the shores of these creatures and daemons which pollute the Net Plane, you eventually find your way towards the major gate of the library, this large towering arc structure, where upon the top you can see in almost a curved form library of Jurian in front of you. And as you're there, Valerie, you feel your mask begin to almost shake and vibrate underneath your clothing, which you quickly try and stamp out and hide. But yes, the 6 of you stand upon this bridge which connects it to the rest of Stygia, as you're looking through this long bridge where you see imps carrying what looks to be backpacks full of knowledge and data across this, traversing from one realm to the other. As at the very end of this bridge, where perhaps if you were on the other side you would have traversed into the library, you can see this swirling portal like shape at the end of the bridge, and in front of that you can see this towering skeletal beast which sits in front of it, as these imps are slowly moving between its legs and across its feet to move through the portal into somewhere else. You're not entirely sure. You just know that as they walk, they do not end up on the other end. They disappear through that portal. And as you're standing there in front of them, you see a few imps who look up at you guys with these open skeletal maws. Once upon a time, they were aggroed against you and attacking you. Now they simply walk past you with nothing but a nudge of the shoulder as they walk past. But there before you is the towering shape of the library of Jurian.
All right, y'all. Let's go and get some information.
I feel like we could probably learn a lot here.
Yeah, for those who want to feed their knowledge.
I certainly wouldn't mind becoming a better doctor.
I wouldn't mind knowing more.
I would not mind
I'm
getting a
nosy.
bonus to my
Have a lot of
esoteric lore
time, though?
checks. Murphy, if you wanted to drop a quick little magic item at my feet real quick.
What was that, Yurda?
Do we have enough time to study our own things? I mean,
I mean, Dashkov has got to be at least somewhat aware that we're in the net plane at this point, considering our stuff has been reported back.
as
Yeah.
much as I want to learn about everything, I don't think that we should stop our mission. We can find a time to come back eventually, but
I mean, do we know if they're data shards in this place, or if they're like books?
They're not books necessarily. They're like pure slabs of data. And you're not entirely
Okay.
like, as you see the imps walking past with them, they're in some sort of encrypted language that you can't even make out of. So you're not entirely sure how they're read or how they're transported or what's up with them. They seem to be manifestations of data, pretty much, within the net plane.
Okay, well, I want to get my hands on some because I feel like, given the right opportunity, maybe I'll be able to decode it. But I'd like to try. So I say we head in and just try and grab some information on each subject which we need or want, and then also the primary stuff like the information on the drift, and maybe we can find some information about how we can bring a soul out of here like Hercules's.
Okay. Then as you guys are beginning to enter on the front of that bridge, suddenly you hear what sounds like the whooshing of air around you, that same daggering feeling as something seems to be moving and swirling around through the mist and fog above, until eventually one of the imps, who seems to be shaking a little bit more than the others, is disrupted by this force which lands upon the bridge in front of you. And you can see another one of those oceliths, the skeletal, almost demon-like figure in front of you, this pure data which seems to be drooling from its mouth, drooling down as it grabs onto the imp. You have something that is not yours. And he grabs onto the pack of the imp and rips a data shard out. You insolent fool. This is not to be transported. And he puts it into his own pack before grabbing onto the imp and twisting its head off, strewing it to the ground. Another soul down to Nessus. And as he does that, he kind of wipes his jaw, trying to get some of the pure data out of his mouth before those sullen, empty eyes dart over to you. You! Who are you? What are you doing upon the bridge of knowledge?
Oh, we're just here to learn, knowledge and all. I love learning. It's my greatest pastime.
Shut the fuck
I'm actually.
up!
Oh my god, why are you so rude?
oh my god,
Someone had to tell him.
Irida holds back a laugh.
Stifled.
And this 9-foot towering figure begins stepping closer to you. There's a solid distance, as he begins stepping forward towards all of you, looking down at the group as a whole. I do not remember a tour being invited. You were not allowed here. I wish you to be gone.
See, that's difficult because we do kind of need access.
What for?
We were sitting here by Karen.
Karen has sent another to get what she does not deserve. You are not the first fools to be put on her errand run. You will not be the last either. Leave now while you still have your heads.
Oh,
Do we fight this guy?
we
No.
fight this guy.
Guys.
Yes.
No.
No.
Um,
I'm not sure what to do.
I mean, I kind of really want to get my hands on that information. There's like a million things I want to learn.
You want
Yeah.
your hands on
Karen
the
say
info.
about
Hmm?
what did Karen say about the demons not like it only does something if you're a bad person or something based on your memories?
Your memories and your knowledge. will
Oh,
determine where you
fuck.
can go.
I think we're all screwed.
The o-
Sorry.
the
but-
the Ocelot kind of looks around. Listen. Now I wish nothing more than to rip your heads off and feed you into the river Styx. But I can let you in if you give me a piece
Oh,
of
good.
knowledge unknown to me.
oh my god.
Fuck.
Oh my
Your
god, is
chance,
this like
Virgil.
Avatar?
Some useless
The Last
information.
Airbender?
Do you know all of our memories?
I know all, for I have to. Your memories are stored within Dashkov archives. Yes, I know your memories. I know your names. I know who you are. Tell me something I don't know.
Anyone got any secrets?
Can I dig deep and think of something that he might not know with my esoteric lore? You look so done.
And then I take out my grenade.
Murphy, would he know? Would he like know about my deal? Like, I know he kind of has information on everyone's memories, but do I necessarily have memories?
See, Moss, if it wasn't you asking this question, I'd probably give you an answer. But you do not know much about the net plane, nor about what things know. So unfortunately,
Yes.
Moss does not know the answer to that question.
Trink's gonna hold up 3 fingers behind his back and go, "Do you know how many fingers I'm holding?"
I
behind
do
my
not
back?"
play with riddles. Knowledge is what I seek. Permanent, solid knowledge. Unchanging
We would
knowledge.
actually put fingers behind her back.
I'm getting him to roll.
Oh my god.
Do not
Okay,
trick
this
me with
is
games and
gonna-
words.
Murphy knows.
This is going to be an absolute shot in the dark here, and I really don't think this is going to work. But I want to go up to him and I want to ask, what do you know about the word Shimhazian?
What do I know about the word Shemhazian? I know more than you do.
Would you mind sharing some information if I told you something interesting?
If you told me something I do not know.
Only if you answer a question for me.
This sounds pedantic.
It's like reverse psychology.
Ooh.
If this question leads to knowledge that I do not know, then ask away. But if it doesn't, then I will throw you into the river Styx.
Oh, do I take the chance and just ask him if he knows about deals being made by the demon? Is it worth it? Because he might not know that there might be like a demon uprising. Actually, he of all people is probably gonna know there's a
Yeah,
demon uprising.
He knows of all. He knows of all. He probably knows this. He knows
So
everything.
what do we do? Okay, so it's a net plane thing. They're
I mean, he will probably get into combat if he tries to throw me in anyway.
You
Yeah,
let
I
of
think
the
we
semi-audio.
should try, and then if we doesn't do anything, then we
I
can-
think, yeah, I mean, we should probably try. Do you guys think I should tell him about the deals being made by? Is Shimhazian the name of the demon? I swear I heard that. and I was-
Shemhazian is the
It
name
is.
of the
Shemhazian.
demon.
Yeah,
Hard to
I
tell.
thought it was. I was just making sure, just double checking my knowledge. All right, cool. So then,
It's in the name.
okay,
Ooh.
question: does Shimhazian make deals with people often?
$60 card.
The
$60
deals of
card.
Shemhazian are his business. But daemons of all type make deals. Jurian most of all.
show
Do you
him the
know of his
mask?
deals? Well, he has your kind of information.
Do I know of his deals? To an extent. But demons hide things from each other. Are you telling me you know of a Shemhazian deal?
I do know of a Shemhazian deal. In fact, you're looking at a person who's made one with him, or with someone in his stead.
Very, very interesting. Now that is something I do not know.
Yeah, boss! Yeah! Yeah!
What are the
Goat moss,
details
goat
of
moss.
this deal?
Oh,
It's like a. Well, the best way to put it is he'll come to me when the time is right. So
I do not care about the basic contract of a deal. I know how a deal works. What did you have to sacrifice?
I pretty much had to become a living slave for him when he decides to emerge, I assume.
That comes with all deals. Android, what was the deal?
If okay, so we got attacked by demons and imps, and people were going to die. So he said if I made a deal without knowing the details of it fully, that everyone would just disappear and we'd be completely left alone. But something would be called upon me at a time, and I would have to go through with it. And recently, someone here saw some shadowy figure looming
I do
over me
not
talking.
care for this. I do not care for this. I care about the deal in specific. You tell me that it was made to what? Save a life?
It was made to save a life.
Whose?
And I'm gonna point at Valerie.
Oh, why'd you rat me out?
I'm sorry, I had to. You're the one whose
No,
life had to be
This guy's 9
saved.
feet tall. He's fucking scary.
And
All
he
I know
loo-
is his life. He doesn't know.
He looks over at you, Valerie.
No. I'm gonna do that thing where I look away so he doesn't notice me.
And you
genius moment.
have something that belongs here. Something that's been calling for a way home. Do you not?
Well, they technically said they didn't want to go home.
The thing you have was once held in the archives of this library before it was taken. Perhaps it does not want to come home, but it belongs home.
I mean, you want to talk to him?
I talked to him well enough. Very well, Android, you can come through.
Just him?
He's the only one that told me something I didn't know.
God damn it.
Well, we're like a package deal. Like we all go
Yeah.
together.
Perhaps sentimentally, but in reality, you're on your own separate people. The android can come through. The rest of you must tell me something I do not know.
This guy's gonna make me angry.
Okay, do you guys want any information? I can try and gather some stuff whilst I'm in there.
Gather something for me.
What specifically?
Okay, I have something very specific, but
Okay.
but Lilu go first. Lilu go first.
Anything biomechanical instead of just regular mechanical.
Okay, so you want biomechanical information. Gotcha. Let me write this down in the Freddy notes.
In the Freddy notes.
Do
Okay.
you know memories outside? Like, our memories from outside?
I know whatever you know of the outside. When you were logged as a prisoner, all of your memories were stored within our archives. So yes, I know your memories.
But you don't know
Our memories
anything
are.
besides what we remember?
our memories are here?
If that is what you choose to believe from my words, then sure.
I mean, didn't he say he only knows what we know of the outside world, and what we
Yeah.
know right now is extremely limited, so I can only imagine that they don't have what we know. Or
I
what
mean,
we're
keep in mind,
supposed to know.
whatever we tell this guy is probably also going to Dashkov.
I think they already know. By what he's saying, it sounds like they pretty much know a lot about what's going on.
No, but like that's why he probably wants stuff that he doesn't know.
Oh, good point. Good point.
That Dashkov does know about your little deal now.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, well, it's the only way to get in, so
Tell
Yeah.
me a secret, perhaps. One
Can
that I have
I-
not been privy to.
Can I whisper in his ear?
He's gonna repeat it out loud like an asshole.
No.
okay, what is a micro penis?
Ooh, I do not have a definition for this word.
You may enter. I do not know what that is.
If you wish to whisper it to him, Trink, you can.
Will you say it out loud? Will you?
In those eyes, I think so.
Knowledge is not to be kept away by one. The power
Oh,
it holds is in the
great.
collective.
If you already know it, will you keep it a secret?
If I already know it, then I'm ripping off your fucking head.
Oh, I didn't know this was like a one chance thing.
Very much so.
I'm good to not go in.
If
I
Man,
don't have anything.
I do not think you all understand. You do not belong here. This is your key to staying here. It's either this or you're in the river.
Don't know what my thing could be.
Come on, just a secret, Yurida. It's just a secret. This is
Well, yeah,
Gustav.
Virgil, where's your secret? Come on.
Well, I'm gonna wait till everyone else goes in to talk.
No,
about it.
I'm gonna wait till someone
Oh.
else.
I'm gonna wait till Virgil goes.
Oh my god. Shrink, please
Murphy-
just go, bro. I want to hear your secret.
Can't
It's
I
something
mean
about a
can't everyone
micro.
just leave?
We could, but then we'd be leaving you.
Well, I mean, I'll survive.
what do you
I mean, we still have the group chat. I can still keep in touch with you guys.
I think what he implied is that if we don't tell him something and we try and leave, then we will go into the river, or he will try and send us in.
Well,
is that true, Murphy?
Yeah, it's almost exactly what he said, yeah.
Okay.
oh, shit.
I don't
Okay,
think
you
it was
guys all
implied.
gotta
I'm pretty
spill-
sure I said that. But yes.
You guys all got to spill secrets like right now.
Fuck, I don't have any secrets that he would not know. That's
Do
the
you know my
thing.
real name?
Do you wish me to say it?
Wait,
No.
you should say it though. I'm
No,
I'm
thank you.
curious.
I know it.
Because I do. In fact, it's on your
Can you
prisoner
repeat it?
ID card, so everyone
Okay,
knows.
Wait, is that obvious?
I'll
Oh,
choose something else. Guys,
It's
please
that
don't look.
obvious.
I do not care
Um,
what the
I have a
secret
question,
is. I
Russ.
just yes.
Would the null space chamber still work here?
Ooh.
You haven't tried it?
I don't want to cheat my way in. That scares me.
Yeah.
If I give another piece of information, will you let them walk away?
This sounds like a horrible deal for me.
Do you not want more information?
I have 5 potential pieces of information sitting in front of me, and you're offering me one?
Might be
Wait, does
something interesting to test out.
hmm.
Plus, I doubt that many of these people have that many secrets left to them.
I find everyone has a secret, at least one.
Okay, well, if you guys can't cough up a secret because they might not have any that you might already know, why don't I share one bit of information or test one bit of information, if you will?
That's not how
and
this
if
works,
that's
and
something-
you're getting on my nerves. You're already allowed in. I don't know why you're speaking at all.
How are we
Um,
supposed to tell him something that he doesn't know if he
He
knows the one
knows
that-
everything from our memories from when we were registered as a prisoner. He doesn't know anything from after that. So any secrets that might come from after that would be
Oh.
eligible, I assume.
Oh. Oh, my
Is
secret's
that
too
you know,
big.
this is
Okay,
what happens when you
well-
listen to when the game master
No,
talks.
I was listening, but I'm trying to figure out what not lie, but what thing I want to say.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm staying out of this. I already got in, so you guys got to figure this one out on your own.
This is not the place for me to reveal that I'm a Dampier. This is not it.
Oh.
So, out of character, by the way, just to specify.
No, Valerie's just saying that. What was it?
Do you know who stole the mask of Gyron? Is that how I say it?
Jurian.
Gyrion?
Durian.
I do.
Do you know who stole it?
I
Oh.
do. Well, you found it in his chamber. Edward stole
Yeah.
it.
I have a little dirt on that guy. He had files that I read through.
Edward Files.
Do you know anything
Interesting.
about the Edward files?
What company's name was in the files?
Company. It's plural, buddy. Companies.
Hmm. I just recall Dashkov's name being in there somewhere.
Oh yeah, but a lot of it was redacted. They had some secrets.
Redacted to you, perhaps. If you'd like to test your luck,
Well, yeah.
you are free to.
Well, I mean, what company are you really interested in? I know Dashkov, but is there anything else?
I work for Dashkov. The other companies, we share information, sure.
Okay.
I suppose in the better interest of my masters, Nakamura would be one of interest to me. Though any secret will suffice, of course, as long as I don't know it.
Well, Nakamura, right? You want to know about them?
Yes.
Well, did you know when Edward was still kicking, he had established a trade line between Nakamura and the WDC, specifically vehicle and military parts. It's a fun fact for you. Fun
Is
fact
it
that wouldn't
a-
get me killed.
Is it a fun fact for me? So you're telling me that Edward secured lines between the Nakamura and WDC.
Yeah, Eden Health's in there too. I mean, no offense, Moss, but Eden Health was the main contributor to giving items for Edward's, the jar thing that he had going on, and they funded it too.
That's all right. I'm not really close with Eden Health.
They made you or something. I don't know. I didn't want
They
to
did, but
cross
I'm not-
lines, you know.
I'm not really gonna call him like my dad or anything.
Oh, okay, good.
That is information that I had been curious about.
Curious enough to let us all in?
Oh, haha.
No. Come on in,
Oh,
Valerie. And I must
Hey,
say,
control.
compared to all of the rest of your secrets, that was the most disappointing of them all.
okay, man. Well,
Valerie.
I'm sure Virgil has some crappy secret he's gonna tell you. It's
I
unimportant.
actually think Virgil's secrets are pretty cool.
Well, thank you, Trink.
Totally clean. Totally clean.
Well,
I love
as-
these guys.
As the
Let me open my
Orlith
obsidian
lets
for
Valerie
backstory
pass.
Would you
yeah.
happen to know about the like weird cyber werewolf that Eden Health is producing at the moment?
Is that the information you're giving me?
This guy's so scary.
So
I'm
scared.
so fucking scared.
Say it with your chest, little one.
Oh, you're about to be tossed into
Oh,
that.
he called you little one.
Can I roll any kind of insight to see if he?
Make a perception check on whether you should finish that piece of information. Sure.
Okay.
Make sure it's blind.
Does it have to be blind?
It does, yes. Every single perception check.
Okay, well, I have a +10. So let's see roll it now. Shut up.
And I will preface that you guys are in the realm of lies and deception.
Ah, yeah, you fucked.
It doesn't seem like he knows about that.
Let's go.
Let's go.
No.
No, don't drink. That's what Trink thinks. You
Wait,
can't
wait,
think about what Lilu
He
thinks.
said it way too easily.
Murphy's scaring me. I don't like how she's staring at.
I
at the
know, I
camera.
want to help, but I don't want to get tossed in the river Styx. You guys are on your own, man.
Yeah.
I'm too scared.
Can I go in the
I guess, I mean, I think either way, I'm getting tossed, and this is the only thing I can think of.
You don't have any secrets?
I mean, not really. My only memories are like they're 3-second chunks. At least the ones from outside the prison.
Wouldn't be able to use those anyways, because that he knows that.
Yeah.
I mean, you had a
Um,
pretty big secret you told Virgil.
It wasn't huge, you know.
It was pretty freaking big. You guys went to the bathroom and whispered about it like a bunch of little girls. So
It doesn't necessarily be a big news. I mean, it just has to be something he doesn't know.
I feel like the whole cyber werewolf thing might be talked about between the companies.
Are you talking about Saber? What Saber was?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
Lilu,
Saber
I
and
am
then
quite
Dashcog
simply
made.
saying that Trink believes that he does not know this information. That's
Dashkov made the
Well-
eyes. So
I mean, you can still
yeah, but
choose
those are
not
the
to
same
say
eyes
it, but I'm just saying that it shouldn't be in doubt. Trink does believe that he doesn't know
Okay.
this. Whether he does or not.
Please don't get tossed.
I think I might choose something different. Because it is, Dashcog Gov did make the eyes.
Was the werewolf Nakamura as well?
I'll fight this guy. I don't know.
Just tell him a secret. It's fun, you know. It's a lot of fun.
I don't really have any secrets.
Oh, you have a secret.
Come on, think really hard about your
actually-
character.
Out of character, I don't know what Murphy's talking about.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm stupid.
It was kind of the whole
Milo saying, "Yeah, like."
what you went to talk to Virgil about in the bathroom.
I told you that's a
This is not-
secret.
Oh, I just
That's-
assumed this became kind of public information. Okay.
No, no
Wait,
one
yeah.
knows this.
Nobody
Okay,
else knows
fine.
besides you and Gus
Is this the
and
is this
Murphy.
the drug
obviously.
deal thing? Murphy, I need help. Okay.
It's your secret.
So a couple years ago, I was a little poor and I was selling drugs and then I stopped selling drugs.
I don't
And this
care about your
guy-
moral foul. Just keep talking.
This guy came up to me to buy some drugs and I told him I didn't have any and he tried to kill me, so I killed him.
Hmm.
Oh,
You just
You know how many
confessed to
people-
murder.
so that's what happened.
I will be sending that to Dashkov, but
But it was in self-defense.
Why are all these
He tried
people
to kill me first.
that
Dash
was
balls? Jesus Christ.
in fact a cold case that has now been solved.
Ooh.
Go along, little one.
Thank you. and I'll go
I
along.
am not
We're about to
telling
come out of this place and it's gonna be it's gonna be like a whole police raid.
You know, it was in self-defense. He tried to attack me first.
Sure.
What do you mean, sure?
No, I believe you. I just thought it'd be
Okay,
funny.
can I actually no, I'll wait for the others to spill their secrets.
Yeah, but I'm curious too. I didn't go in yet, so I'm listening.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
Virgil
I'm
and
waiting.
Irida, you
Ears open.
stand before the creature.
What about Omen? Do we get to know
I'm
Omen's
hand
secret?
waving Omen for right now because Uni's not here, and I don't want to share anything Uni wouldn't want to share.
Okay.
Can we get Uni?
Rock paper scissors.
Virgil, I don't really have.
If you do not have knowledge to share, then what is your worth?
Oh, clocked it.
Don't know. Does anyone really know?
I mean,
Living is kind of useless to be honest.
if I go in the group chat, can I go
You
like
serious?
You heard of my baby.
if I go in the group chat, can I just be like, guys, do you think you might know about like if the null space chamber works in the net plane? Because we could always give it a go.
And then he chases us
do
down
not.
and kills us in the library.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying us, but like if that's a piece of information that
Oh.
Dashkov Industries would want to know about, you know, storage.
That is a
and
good one. I hope Irida uses that one and not Virgil, because I'm interested in Virgil's secrets.
Yeah, I'm gonna point this one specifically. No, I'm just gonna leave it to both of them. I'm gonna be like, guys, if you wanna... Sorry, I just. What if Virgil doesn't have a secret either? What if Virgil doesn't have a secret either?
Oh, he has secrets. Look at him. Look at his face.
Actually, that knowing look.
That knowing
you gave earlier?
glance.
Yeah. There's a
He's
secret
got
there.
a secret.
But I didn't pay attention to that, so I
Do
don't
you
know.
know what happens to people who, I guess, go against their Samoyaji? I don't like the smile. So
This feels like a question you don't know the answer to either. Not entirely.
it's not. But it started happening a little. Do you...
Is this a therapy session, or are you going to tell me something?
No, I'm just wondering if that is something you've seen before. Seen in
With
person.
my own eyes? No.
Yes.
But I've heard tale. We have lots of information about the drift within our archives. So if you have new information, it better be good.
Whew. I have personal information.
Personal information. If you think it is worthy to tell me, and if you think I do not know it, then speak away.
Do you think that something like I had pancakes for breakfast would still suffice?
Well, I
Maybe
mean,
it's
I
a
assume he's
more-
operating on.
pancakes
It
for
has to be interesting, and it also has to be something I haven't.
I
don't
didn't know that. It's because I haven't.
Oh, I just like you.
Yeah, guys, just start lying. Actually,
Well, no, this is the place
I
of
want you guys to know,
so then-
lying was never off the table.
That is true. We are in the plane of lies and deceit.
We
just have to get it past the guy, who probably
Hey.
deals with this on a daily basis.
We were just afraid, okay? I mean, if you lie, what would happen? Maybe he can sniff it off you and he just throws you.
Yeah, you know what? I'm proud of us for all trying to be honest people.
Yeah, it really says something
I'm
about
proud
us.
of
Now's
you
the time
all
for lying.
too.
Thank you.
That was out of character, guys. That was out of character.
Oh fuck.
I'm so scared.
You should be.
Oh, thanks. Um. Well, I, you know, um. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Lilo just put a banana on my lap. Okay. Did you know that? Did you know that IRL? I just got a banana on my lap.
Here's my secret. I'm actually being controlled and manipulated by a
No,
fourth
you
dimensional
didn't.
creature who's beyond my
Listen,
understanding.
I
I'm trying
don't
to live
have
this
all
best that I
day.
can. Oh, I know. Okay. I started going against Spectra's words. Not words. I don't know about this. What the fuck? And she has disappeared for me. And never happened before, but my hand is turning black. I don't know why. And I think I this might be a therapy session and I might be killed for this, I guess. I don't fucking know. I don't have any other secrets.
Hmm.
Just I went against her word and she's ignoring me and I think that there is something going on with my hand and my thoughts.
Wait,
Yeah,
you're
I think it's time to make a
also
new character,
Black
yeah.
Net? Oh my god, twinning.
Go on.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Go on.
Go
Just
go
big
on with
V left.
talking or go on behind you.
Behind me. I do not wish for you to keep talking. Please, do
Okay,
not
thank you.
keep talking.
He just
Go
told you to
back and
shut
more.
up. Ooh.
And then there was one.
I think it was the banana.
Well, there's Valerie. Valerie hasn't gone.
Yeah, Valerie
Valerie?
made it familiar with
I
the.
think I went.
Valerie
He
did
told me I
go.
Yeah.
had the worst one, so
Yeah.
Oh, that is true.
It's just
Okay.
Virgil right now.
Come on, Virgil.
yeah.
Sorry, I
Spill the
was like,
secrets.
oh, Valerie's waiting behind for Virgil to go because she wants to go last. Okay.
Mm-mm.
Well, unlike these other folks, I'm not ashamed of my secrets or my past.
I wasn't.
I before I came to New Eden, I was a resident of a city called Renaissance, and after the very unfortunate bombing and explosions that happened in the city, which was the cause of the WDC and the Phoenix Federation, I was able to narrowly escape with only some of my facilities attached, and he will raise his cybernetic arm. And for a few years, I ran with a gang, and most recently, mm, I had left the gang for because there was some infighting over an event that had taken place, which had divided us.
Interesting.
There are many of us who have escaped Renaissance, and I understand that the WDC and the Phoenix Federation are trying to hunt them down to erase all traces of that city.
Do you know of someone named Ida?
I've heard her name in passing. I mean, it was a big city. I assume you're asking because you would think that she's a resident, but I mean, it was a whole city.
I'm asking because Ida around here is known as the one single truth, which escapes Jurian's lies. And I must commend
I
you
see.
all in this moment for not speaking a lie to me. Very well, the 6 of you shall find passage through these halls and find in fact, what you're looking for, which I presume is Ida. But I'll tell you one thing. Durian likes having Ida around. He enjoys keeping her prisoner within his realm, and if you are to free her, he will not be happy about that. So watch your toes, duck your heads, and I hope you all make it out alive. But I doubt it. Good luck. You may pass through.
Much obliged.
Okay.
Thank you. And Ida, what? Irida's gonna quickly
My name
start
is Jimmy
going.
Ida from My Hero Academia.
And as you guys are walking forward towards the library of Jurian, the Asylith looks at you guys, and still more of that pure data pooling out of his mouth, and continues onwards, grabbing onto imps, making sure they're doing what they're needed. But before you are these large double doors, which have smaller, tinier doors that the imps are pushing through and moving through. But these ones seem to open up in front of you as they creak and push open. And on the inside, you see halls and halls of marble bookcases, thousands and thousands of data shards, this long central hall which looks up to a domed glass ceiling, where up there you can see a woman trapped inside of this glowing blue orb, sitting at the top of the library is Ida.
Oh, this is just like Hope in the House of Hope.
And that's where we're going to end today's session here, as you guys enter into the library of Jurian. And perhaps we get a little bit of lore next session, and perhaps you guys may or may not come out
Yay.
alive. Okay.
What?
Yeah,
What?
I was
Sorry,
thinking
what was
about
that?
that.
What was that? I'm sorry. I don't know say anything.
What?
Right. Well, I love you guys a lot, and I'll see you next week, hopefully. But we'll see what. Okay. Well, everyone.
Well,
Wow,
damn.
look
Shit like
at
that.
Why did you
Yeah.
scare me like that, Freddie? Why did you scare me like that?
I'm sorry. I'll continue. I actually have a question for Murphy anyway, so I'm going to stay behind.
I see your question, Freddie. Okay. Well then, yeah, we'll cover what happens next week. I love you all. Have a good week.
Bye, Murphy.
Bye-bye, Murphy.
Bye, Murphy.
Bye.